and see what I'm going to say when I go live.
Hey, I'm here too, weekly on Wednesdays at 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or ish, whenever.
Hey there and welcome to Ham Radio. If you're listening to this, you're on the right channel. So you should definitely just stick around, grab a cold one, wait a little bit, and see what I'm going to say when I go live.
Hey, I'm here too, weekly on Wednesdays at 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or ish, whenever.
Hey there and welcome to Ham Radio. If you're listening to this, you're on the right channel. So you should definitely just stick around, grab a cold one, wait a little bit, and see what I'm going to say when I go live.
Hey, I'm here too, weekly on Wednesdays at 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or ish, whenever.
Hey there and welcome to Ham Radio. If you're listening to this, you're on the right channel. So you should definitely just stick around, grab a cold one, wait a little bit, and see what I'm going to say when I go live.
Hey, I'm here too, weekly on Wednesdays at 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or ish, whenever.
Hey there and welcome to Ham Radio. If you're listening to this, you're on the right channel. So you should definitely just stick around, grab a cold one, wait a little bit, and see what I'm going to say when I go live.
Hey, I'm here too, weekly on Wednesdays at 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or ish, whenever.
Hey there and welcome to Ham Radio. If you're listening to this, you're on the right channel. So you should definitely just stick around, grab a cold one, wait a little bit, and see what I'm going to say when I go live.
Hey, I'm here too, weekly on Wednesdays at 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or ish, whenever.
Hey there and welcome to Ham Radio. If you're listening to this, you're on the right channel. So you should definitely just stick around, grab a cold one, wait a little bit, and see what I'm going to say when I go live.
Hey, I'm here too, weekly on Wednesdays at 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or ish, whenever.
Hey there and welcome to Ham Radio. If you're listening to this, you're on the right channel. So you should definitely just stick around, grab a cold one, wait a little bit, and see what I'm going to say when I go live.
Hey, I'm here too, weekly on Wednesdays at 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or ish, whenever.
Hey there and welcome to Ham Radio. If you're listening to this, you're on the right channel. So you should definitely just stick around, grab a cold one, wait a little bit, and see what I'm going to say when I go live.
Hey, I'm here too, weekly on Wednesdays at 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or ish, whenever.
Hey there and welcome to Ham Radio. If you're listening to this, you're on the right channel. So you should definitely just stick around, grab a cold one, wait a little bit, and see what I'm going to say when I go live.
Hey, I'm here too, weekly on Wednesdays at 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or ish, whenever.
Hey there and welcome to Ham Radio. If you're listening to this, you're on the right channel. So you should definitely just stick around, grab a cold one, wait a little bit, and see what I'm going to say when I go live.
Hey, I'm here too, you know.
Hey, boy. Look at that production value we got here, man. That's what's going on here. We upgrading. We updating everything.
What happened there?
It changed to you.
Oh, there it is.
Why the fuck did it change to you? Oh, you know why? I know why. Because main live. You were main live on yourself, you selfish. Welcome to Ham Radio. Welcome to the show. We're here. It's Wednesday. You know what that means? That means that we're going to be here talking about God knows what for the next, I don't know, couple hours.
3 hours, 4 hours. We're going for a record today?
No, not at all. We're going to be here today specifically with a individual that I met at Magi Fest that, well, honestly, I think that I would throw it back for him, as the ladies say. I would throw it back for this individual in Eric Leclerc, but that's going to be in a little bit. We're here in UME Studios, Florida. This is Ham Radio. We're here with DJ Daniel. Go ahead, show yourself. Okay, all right. I appreciate it. Yeah. Namaste.
Hello, Piggy.
Okay, thank you for that. Now, before we start here, you were adamant about having this little bit where you have the camera in your hand because you wanted to do the vlogger. Yeah, that's what. Now, just to have a little bit of back end here, you called me today, right? And then I did not pick up.
No.
Right? Because I was sleeping.
Yeah.
Then you called me again and I didn't pick up because I was on the phone with somebody else. Mm-hmm. But then I called you within like 30 seconds. Mm-hmm. And then you called and did this routine that you do, right? You get into the set every single time that I don't.
It's not every time.
Every single time you do this little bit of a routine where you go, dude, are you okay? Is everything fine? Are you good? Yeah, I'm good. I didn't pick up one call. That doesn't mean I'm dead. So I hope you realize, by the way,
I'm just making sure, bro. I'm making sure that you're okay, dude. I care about you. Your well-being makes me happy.
What I hope right now, and looking at the way you're
That's
going
annoying
about
that
this,
my arm is tired.
Yeah.
Like, this is not what I thought it was gonna be.
Honestly, I'm fucking glad that now you're dealing with that shit. So we're here. We're here on Ham Radio. Okay, we're talking about a bunch of stuff today. As I mentioned, there's the one with Eric Leclerc. I met him in a Magi Fest. We're going to talk about that. However, what are we dealing with now? What's the update? What's the Corona update? Could you do me a favor and pull the numbers here, Daniel? I'm sorry, I should have. If we were a little bit more prepared, I would have had you do that before the show. But instead, what I'm having you do is do it this way.
Jesus.
So instead of the, what's going on there? Your dog's losing its mind. Is your girlfriend here? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, in terms of update for coronavirus, in terms of what we're dealing with, WWE, which is wrestling, has been deemed an essential business here in Florida. And I feel like several combat sports are going to take advantage of the fact that we're innovating. All right. Florida's ahead of the game. We're innovating in terms of opening up. All right. And coming back to somewhat of a normal status when it comes to this coronavirus. Do some people agree that that's a problem? Yeah, I do think it's a little bit of a problem that we're kind of opening up this little bit of Pandora's box. Are they seeing these numbers?
No.
Okay, you should show that. So right now, United States, we have 600. That's a lot in the United States. 640. Wow, that's the Rona update here. So top one is New York, which is hot here. This isn't a list that I would be proud to be a part of, by the way. It's like, yo, New York, we on top. We're on top of the game. However, Jersey is number 2, which is a little bit interesting. I would have thought maybe it would have been more like dense place. You know, California is all the way down there. I thought they would have been higher up here. But luckily, WWE is not opening the doors to fans, which seems to be the perception that I've read from each and every single fucking article that I've read about this. They seem to be saying, oh, you know what? We're going to open up and it's going to be business as usual. No, there's no fans. It's literally no fans, which is the way they've been running that. So that's an interesting little bit of a story. Also, people are getting their Trump checks. Trump bucks are coming in.
Cha-ching, baby. Right?
I got several people text me like, hey, yo, I got Trump bucks in my bank account. How about you? Well, according to your lovely little bit of information, see, that happens if you got a simple tax, which I don't, right? You don't. Whereas
because we're making so much money.
Well, no, but then we got to pay the taxes. These people have been paying the taxes throughout the year. People like us, entrepreneurs, we got to work for it. We got to work for it. What's up? What's up, Doc? I like the subtlety. So, yeah. This is live. That's fine though.
Yeah.
You don't gotta make it seem like. You know what it makes it seem like now?
We're professional.
No, it makes it seem the way she reacted to that. It makes it seem like you. It makes it seem like you. Yeah. Like you beat her. That's what it makes it seem like right now. That was scary. That's a scary dynamic. She walks in here, and it really seemed like.
And my dog just opens the door.
Yeah, like you beat her, which is kind of odd. I really hope that that's not the dynamic that you guys have here.
It's the other way around. She's Brazilian. She kicks my ass.
She kicks your ass.
Yeah.
Okay, that could be attractive sexually, right? But yeah, so that's what's taking place here in Florida. Yeah. That's what's taking place around the United States. Of course, the rest of the planet doesn't matter. So the numbers there. Although 2 million cases of this fantastic little bit of a virus. But then you see how many people recovered, which is fairly interesting.
Yeah.
Now it scares me though.
What scares you?
About this lovely bit. What scares me, what's going to happen after? Because right now the assumption is that it's one and done, right? So people recovered, one and done, you got it. Dog, what if this shit's dormant?
Well, no, it's not dormant. It's a virus. Well, it's just a virus.
Well, what if, for example, you recover, but you still could spread it?
So they say that the window is like, what, a month? Almost a month? It's like 20-something days is how long it stays in your body. And I really regret putting this camera in my hand like
now,
this.
You know what? You're dealing with this shit. You're fucking dealing with it.
But, you know what so I get your concern. How long is it in your system? I was hearing, this is coming from Rogan. Okay, Rogan's the guy who has his own doctor on staff who tests everyone that goes into his facilities, and Rogan gets tested like multiple times a week. Like that's how fucking like I don't even have access to a doctor. How does this guy have a doctor on staff?
Where's that illusionist money?
It's right there. There it is. There it is.
You know, there's one way that he does that, and that's with
Trump bucks.
Well, luckily these are Trump bucks. So these are hopefully illusionists.
Yeah,
could spread the wealth because they gave us a nice little bit of a stack. So if they could. If that's the running bit, right? That
always.
Okay. But yeah, that's a little bit of an interesting thing that he's having that access. And I don't trust the test though. Like those tests that he has access to, there's no way they're accurate.
I don't think we're at the point where we have one set standard to test. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I think it's what they're doing. It's multiple things. They're checking your body temperature. They're checking your, I guess something does come out.
Okay.
As the Rona, specifically, I don't know. But the other part that to me was interesting is not that the Rona is being spread and the infection, because right now the wave is almost plateauing where it's going to start going down a little bit. Mm-hmm. But in some countries, it's having a second wave.
Okay. Yeah. That's the part that
in some countries, they're getting, they plateaued, they went down, but starting to come back up. So it's one of those things where it's a little like that's the part to me that has me a little worried.
That's the exciting part, though. I feel like that's the exciting. I feel like this thing was written. Like this seems like a Stephen King bit. You know, like what is it? They got a disease from the bats. It came from the bats. That's like the name of the book, and then it subsequently turns into you fucking morphing into some sort of bat-like
zombies,
creature.
Bro.
Yeah, that's the equivalent. But then here's the worst part. Here's the worst and best part, right? Went to the grocery store yesterday. Right, went to the grocery store yesterday. Now, granted, the grocery store is doing the best they can. They're sanitizing everything as the carts come by. They're being as clean. Everyone's being forced to wear masks. But people are still retarded.
Yeah.
People are still retarded. People are. It's like right now in this sort of situation is when you see the best of the worst come up, because people, you see how they would act in the case of a zombie apocalypse. And let me tell you, if there's an actual zombie apocalypse where somehow there's something in the air that you smell, like in a Bird Box, you fucking smell and you turn into like some sort of crazy creature, we're all fucked.
Yeah. We went to that Jamba Juice. That one chick was just no fucks given.
She was fine though.
Walking around. I don't know about fine.
We have a difference in opinion when it comes to attractive women. Because I like the
rebels,
the ethnic ones, the ethnic ones. I like the Oriental ones. I like the. I'm a fan of a diverse. You're a fan of vagina. That's what you're a fan.
That's.
But then, wouldn't you not find the one that was at Jamba Juice attractive?
No, because she probably had something.
Yeah, but she was thick.
Yeah, she has Rona. She probably had Rona.
I would let her give me Rona.
No, that's a hard pass. There's a billion other women in this world that I'd rather get Rona than that bitch.
Who would you rather get Rona from?
So next question.
Okay, all right. Well, we saw that your significant other is not watching the show clearly, so maybe...
She's going to beat me after this show.
She's going to beat you after
She has her minions looking into it.
They're turning into a communist nation, says Satchel Sweet. I don't know if that hard. Reed Nussbaum says, yeah, Carl Anderson, so you're talking about the cuts that WWE has. WWE's been cutting a several amount of people, but I'm not going to turn this into a wrestling show because that's kind of gay. That's kind of gay. Don't get me wrong, all right? I was a proud member of the WWE Network, paying $10 a month just to watch their fucking pay-per-views. But you know what I said, man? I said, no, I'm going to pirate this shit. I'm going to pirate this motherfucker, all right? Because I'm not about to pay $10 a month. You know what I could do with $10 a month, Daniel? You know what I could do?
Buy cigars?
I could actually
buy playing cards?
Yeah, well, no, not fucking playing cards. That's retarded. To Vinny Mac. Yeah, but right now WWE is getting a lot of shit. Speaking of them as a company, I don't want to speak about wrestling, but as a company, what's interesting is, Donald Trump had a conference call with all the major sports, right? And WWE was a part of that because, believe it or not,
he's BFFs with Vince McMahon.
Well, yeah, but then also WWE's also a massive influence on the sporting community. You see him on ESPN, basketball. And what's interesting is going to be how everything is going to fucking turn out with no audience. So basketball games with no audience, football games with no audience. What they're going to do about testing. So what they're going to do about inner player testing. Because not just, the audience, that's the problem.
Yeah, the players, the traveling and everything. You got the employees that work in the facilities. It's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be a weird recovery,
Yo, look at magic tricks. All right, look at magic tricks. I don't know about you. I don't know if you've seen this whole wave of Zoom magic and Skype magic, but unironically, I think it's the gayest shit. It's the gayest shit I've seen. There's no way. Like, okay, so I'm gonna have a show where I'm gonna do magic tricks like here, like live, right, and keep attention. Like, there's no. How do you even manage that?
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of weird to. Well, it's weird if. Oh, it's like this.
Okay.
It's weird if you're performing for people that you don't know versus...
I mean, that's the point.
Well, I know, but if it's like a group of friends interacting, it's less weird. You know what I'm saying? Because you're entertaining each other.
Okay.
For some random dude, like if I went on to... Well, I mean, if David Blaine did a Zoom and I was part of it, I'd be pretty like, yeah.
So yeah, I would fucking suck it.
But, like if Cake did a Zoom, you know what I mean? Okay. And I don't know who he was. It'd be kind of... It'd just be kind of weird. Like, I think it's kind of weird, man.
Okay. I don't like it. This is the highest quality broadcast I've ever been a part of. What should I ask? Well, you're going to be here in a little bit, Eric, so I can't wait for that. This is what, we're going to talk about this when you come on. But Daniel forwards me an email with your history, your date of birth. We're going to talk about this when you get up, and I really want to have a conversation about what you thought a show... a live stream ran by both Pig Cake and your boy Daniel here would actually entail. Because if you thought that it would have a modicum of professionalism and good camera lighting and angles, I mean, right now you're gonna see it. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn today. But that's gonna be pretty exciting. To be fair though, in Magi Fest, I guess that was my first experience in terms of meeting a lot of people in the community. In terms of like the magic community. What are you fucking?
What?
I'm speaking to you.
I'm producing, bro.
You're looking at your phone.
I'm producing.
Okay, I'm already... Magi Fest was the first time.
Yeah.
That we get because obviously you were there the first Magi Fest that I went to. Yeah. I was there.
Incognito,
and I really wasn't like, making, hey, hi, my name's Big Cake. I do this YouTube channel. I teach magic. It's kind of a big deal.
50K.
Yeah.
50K.
No, it was like 30 at the time, I think. 30 or 20. It was still shitty, still whatever. It's 50 still pretty whatever now, because you look at the channels of people that have millions of subscribers on YouTube and you're like, how is it that people like you, and you know what it is? It's the same thing as Corona idiots, because their audience is full of retards. So you know what? Maybe I might not have as many subs as other people, but at least my subs are intelligent.
Quality over quantity.
It's quality over quantity. There you go. That's what it is. It's quality. I also feel like every time I do the stream, this hat seems to be sideways. Although, look at this right here. This is what I was talking to you earlier about, the hair dryer that I've been using. Like, what is this? Look at that. This is hair dryer. I feel like I'm one of those.
You should get
Orthodox.
that Gorilla Glue and like.
Or they have that. It's called called Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
The ones that's like the product.
Yeah.
Moco de.
Mogul, where do you get your Gorilla Glue at, bro?
Fucking CVS, my dude. CVS.
Can I get the Mogul, please? I don't think you can say to me get the Mogul.
There's something.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I swear to God. I will fucking bet you. I will
$5.
$5. Which I already owe you for being wrong. I was wrong about something yesterday. Man.
You're wrong about everything.
You want to get Eric on already?
All right.
Let's get Eric on.
Keep going, bro.
Yourself. What do you mean keep going?
You keep entertaining the people.
No, I want to shoot up a small fucking.
Keep entertaining the people.
This is the production value that you offer here. Look at this guy right here. Hold on.
He's not on yet. Hold on.
What do you?
Hold on. I gotta set it up, bro.
Oh, you gotta set it up.
I gotta set it up, bro. It's your job to entertain them, and then I have to give you the trigger, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. Eric, you gotta put down the volume on your YouTube though.
You like the stare down? This is the stare down that I get with a producer telling me, hey man, hold on. You're fucking... Okay, because I realize you got to go there. You got to press... there you go, the bottom one. Welcome to the live internship of Daniel Cabrera. Good job. Excellent. You're doing such a great job, Daniel. I just want to give you a star. I'm going to put a star on your fucking chest today. Eric, can you hear us? He's laughing. I don't know if he could fucking... Eric, could you actually hear us right now, or am I only?
I can hear you. Mad delay, I think.
There's a mad delay, yeah, because you're watching a stream, I think. You got to look at me through Skype, dog. Okay, all right. So he's saying there's a massive delay. I don't know if that's accurate.
Yeah.
How's that?
I've concurred. It's accurate.
Okay, as a producer. Mm-hmm. All right.
Because he's in Canada, bro.
Oh, he's in Canada. All right. So apparently it's because you're in Canada. This is going to feel like one of those weird, awkward news segments where the person is delayed a copious amount.
Back to you.
Yeah, and then they're just there like this.
No, I'm in the States.
You're in the States. Where are you? The delay can't be that massive. The delay can't be that massive, bro. That's a fat delay.
I'm in the Hamptons.
Okay, the Hamptons. That was about a year later. About a year later. I realized I should have done a little bit of...
Yeah.
Okay, so hold up. Because right now I feel like this is a news segment where there's it's going to be awkward staring until the message actually gets across. Producer?
What? Why are you looking at me, bro? I'm not the one in the Hamptons. I'm in Miami, dude.
Because it takes a while for the message to get there.
Yes.
That's why it's delayed.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I want to find a small elementary school. So Eric, I just want to confirm here. Can you actually hear us here, or
can you guys see me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can see you. But are you going based off the YouTube stream, or are you going based off Skype? Which one are you talking to? Can you see me here? Because this is riveting content that we have here.
I'm on Skype right now.
Okay, you're on Skype. Are you looking at my wonderful mug right now, or am I... Because right now you should be seeing the inner linings of my nostril. I'm just going to wait here until... Okay, there you go. Okay, see, that's I hear myself now.
How about now?
There you go.
Hey!
Yeah, what the fuck is happening?
What the fuck kind of program is this bullshit?
What the fuck? Listen, you're the one...
Man, Jesus fucking Christ.
You're one...
You're giving me shit because I'm sending notes.
Okay, all right. I'm not giving you shit for notes, all right? I was going to talk about that right now. Let me read this here. It says...
Okay, you have to read. That's what a professional does, Big Cake.
Eric Leclerc is a Eric Leclerc is a Leclerc? Leclerc?
Yeah.
Leclerc.
Yeah. Leclair.
You're shaming right now.
Just like it's Rick. Actually, if I can't call you by your name, I want you to call me Horse Muffin.
Horse Muffin. Horse Muffin is a globe-trotting speaker and magician performing feel-good magic for your brain. His popular YouTube videos have gathered over 14 million. That's more than me. Damn, man. You out here killing it. I gotta get on your level.
What I tell you, I only get the best of the best people on this show, bro.
I'm here rocking on like 6 million views. This guy's rocking 14 million views. 14 million views worldwide. He currently co-hosts the show, which I'm not gonna pronounce because that's in some sort of language that I deem to be an unfreedom language. What is that? What's that? All defy?
Odify, yeah, it's a French show.
Odify.
Odify, you got to say it with an
Odify, and TFO Networks, and is a regular guest on National Geographic's top-rated Brain Games. Eric hosts a top-rated show, Tricked, which is in its third season.
Third season, baby.
His original magic, which I'm going to talk about, the first trick you showed me, and hilarious crazy attitude have made him a two-time winner of Canadian Magic Championship title. Eric, are you? What are you? Are you?
I'm good.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay. Okay. So I think the first thing that I do have to mention is meeting you.
Yeah. Easy.
It was because am I allowed to say the first thing you ever showed me?
Yeah.
Am I allowed? Okay. No. All right. I just want to verify.
I don't know what it is, but say it.
Well, you told me, hey, before I say anything to you, before I do anything, what I want you to do is I want you to name any card out loud, right? And I'm like, oh, shit, all right, Eight of Spades, if I recall correctly. And then you go, I made a prediction. I'm trying to do my best, Eric. I'm trying to do, what do you want me to call you, horse fucker? What do you want me to call you?
No, Eric Leclerc's good.
Okay, I'm just going to call you, I'm going to call you... horse fucker. So you said
right.
I have a prediction inside of my phone that I took a video of. Here you go. Look, watch the but hold the card box. I want you to hold the card box in this way. It's going to be very important. Put your thumb here. Put your thumb in this. Okay, perfect. All right, here's the prediction. And then the prediction video, Eric, is you running through a deck of cards with the camera, and then your penis comes into frame. Your erect penis, I assume. On the exact position of where I'm holding my thumb on the card box.
Yeah, you know what? That was I just streamlined that. I used to be just name a card. They look at the video and there's my dick.
Okay.
But, I went back upstairs. Somebody's like, oh, you should have your dick on the card that they pick, and they're holding it. And I'm like, that's great. So I went back upstairs in my hotel room.
Yeah.
Refilmed it, whipped it out. Because that's what you do at a convention, you know?
Okay. Now, let me ask you. You fluffed up beforehand, though. Because that was...
I did not, but thank you.
That's impressive. Wow.
He's a shower and a grower.
No, I am a grower. I'm not a shower. Maybe I did. You know what? Maybe I did. Not a fluff. Just to like, hey, Birdie.
Okay.
Just wake up, Birdie. Like I wake up to Birdie. Hold on. This is what I did. This is what I did before I got ready. Hold on. I gotta get the Birdie.
Yeah.
The real bird. Sorry. I've been dying to get that out. It's been there for 36 minutes.
You know, that's the part that I found absolutely astonishing about you is how fucking obnoxious you are, and how ridiculous it is to try to have a normal conversation with you because it's impossible. It's impossible to have a normal conversation with you.
I'm crying.
I can't. You got me at least. I think with the cane. You kept doing the cane bit.
The what?
You kept making a cane appear.
The cane?
Don't. No, fuck. Don't. Hi.
Right. I'm sorry. Yeah, you know what? You know what? I'll tell you something right now, right away. Right now, I'm quarantined in the Hamptons at my in-laws.
Wow.
With my girlfriend, and we've never lived together. Now we're living with their parents. It's like a Ben Stiller movie. Ramsey says I'm like in a Ben Stiller movie. And the point I'm trying to make is that I have no props here. All I seriously have is this bird cage, a couple decks of cards, and this cane. So now we're good. I have no props.
Thank God. Thank fucking God, because I feel like this would be a Carrot Top bit if it was.
Hey, let me see what I came up with here. Hey, look at this. I just invented this.
But you know, I do have to give you the ingenuity of taking these props that otherwise would be left in a drawer and turning them into things that you actually unironically have inside of your crotch. And
right.
Yeah, so that's a part that I really appreciated meeting you, and also how exhausting you are as an individual.
Hello. Sorry. Oh, hello. Oh. Hello. Ah, missed it.
I fucking knew that was coming, you piece of shit. You fucking. I was gonna say you're killing this guy here.
I want to see his girlfriend. Is she still on the couch? Turn the camera.
No, she's inside.
Because basically, you said on air that she was not your type.
Me?
Yeah.
Did I say that? How did I?
Yeah. Oh, it came out that way, buddy.
Okay, that's.
You're like, you like different girls. Like, I like, and you like, obviously, this. And you came out like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So the implication is that he. Well, I mean, Daniel definitely has a type. Daniel has a type, and your type is
female.
Yeah, that's
human.
Mm-hmm.
Alive.
Yeah.
You know.
Drunk.
Yeah. You know.
Not anymore.
You know. Not anymore.
Yeah. The court case is pending. The court case is pending for that. But yeah, I realize how exhausting you are as an individual, which leads me to believe that having intercourse with you must be the most riveting experience of any person's life, because it's just... And there's cages coming out, there's lubrication everywhere. I imagine that with
there's
you,
burn cages everywhere.
Smoke. I would love that.
Yeah, for sure. That's how it is having intercourse with me. Thank you, Pig Cake, for putting that visual in everybody's heads.
I appreciate that. I'm glad, because I would honestly throw it back for you. I meant that when I said that earlier. I said I would throw it back for Eric, and I wouldn't. And another thing that you put here is you put, and I quote, fun conversation points. Fun conversation points, Eric.
Let me switch the tables here. I've done these interviews. I've done at least, a couple hundred in my career. You've done maybe 10. A professional sends facts to the host that the host can have a normal conversation. I had never seen the show. I didn't know if I was signing up for this. What was I signing up for? You want to read the facts? You can read the facts.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm sorry to put you out there, but these are actually some things that I generally have an interest in that I had no idea that you might have participated in. So you actually did show your professionalism.
Holy fuck!
I swear to God, when I see this guy again, I'm going to give you the best head you ever had in your entire life. I'm just going to suck you off until you shut up. I will just in there like it's the Grapefruit Girl. Have you ever seen Grapefruit Girl?
No.
Yeah.
You've seen her? She's like, That's me, but with you.
Yeah, wait, buddy. You named the time and place.
And I've already seen it, so I already know what to expect. We had a whole conversation on circumcision.
That was my first question to you.
Yeah, about circumcision, which was kind of an interesting lead into like, hey man, good to meet you. Insert name here, good to meet you too. I've been following your stuff for a bit. I remember when you used to do magic every single day on YouTube, Eric. Hey, let me show you something. Also, are you circumcised? I would. You're in your in-laws right now. I imagine that you are. You're taken. You're a taken man.
I'm taking meth.
Well, that's one. But also, you are a taken man.
You have to clear up. You have an accent, Piggy. You gotta not speak like a spick.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I felt like my wetback almost came out there. But you're taken. What I would love to do with you is see your approach. Maybe you should come out with like a product on how to pick up ladies, like one of those, like fire starters. Like maybe I feel like you should do one of those.
Speaking of which, hey, we're just talking about you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's me.
It's live.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
How you doing? How you doing? How do you?
This is Emma.
How you doing? How do you tolerate this man right here?
I don't.
You don't.
I drink a lot.
Okay, that says a lot about your relationship. I would watch it, right? I would 8 out of 10. I would watch
Why are
that
you
if
looking
that
at me?
Oh, he gave you an 8 out of 10, babe.
No, you guys.
Oh, sorry.
Your potential sex tape, I gave 8 out of 10. All right. If you take out the cage, that adds 2 points. I don't know how that would work.
I really like the bit with your blow dried hair there.
Thank you. That's not a bit. That's my actual.
That's the quarantine.
You looked like a Hasidic Jew
Okay.
at first,
Okay.
and then you pulled it out, and you kind of look like.
Yeah, like I do meth.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what this is though? I'm trying to preserve because I know that I'm going bald. Like it's inevitable.
Are you going bald?
Yeah, my hairline's here, dude.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Is that why
rough.
you're big with the hats, huh?
There you go. That's how I hide it. I don't have the strong sterility. Sorry, not sterility. Virility of your hairline.
Right.
Do you?
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I haven't showered in a couple days.
Okay.
And I really need a haircut, but I just decided I'm just gonna let it go.
You look hot, man. You look hot.
You guys like that?
I do. Thank God I'm sitting down.
Girls chat listening.
Girls chat. Girls watching this. Oh, so your first conversation. Yeah, go ahead.
Girl watching, and she's in the other room, and she's taken.
And she's taken, and apparently she's not my type. So that's one. Were you flexing there with those playing cards? Were you flexing? Yeah, I feel like you were flexing there because are those hard to come across? I'm not I don't know the market that.
Just stole them.
Oh, you stole them. Okay.
What a name dropper, bro.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
They're really good. Yeah.
I would yeah.
I don't know. I'm not. You know what? Let's talk about playing cards. I'm not a big. I think I know, and this is you guys. I know this is you guys. I might touch some nerves, but I'm from the. I've been doing it for a long time, where it was blue bicycle or red bicycle, and that's what everybody. Not even just magicians. The whole world. The whole world. You had blue bikes. Maybe your granddad had a set of tally ho hidden in the drawer, like soaked with scotch, but not likely.
Okay.
And then this new wave of playing cards came out. And it made so much sense. It makes sense. Why can there only be two different colors from one company, and then this playing cards come out? I've never bought a something else rather than this is the real shit here, guys. This is the real shit. You get a brick
I'm
of
offended.
these. You get a brick of these, and that's all you need. Now, my biggest pet peeve is the cards that have different, like the jacks, the queens, the kings, the court cards are all different, and like it has to be. I have nothing against custom backs, but the front of the cards need to look like a deck of cards. If you're performing for real people, if you just want to cut and masturbate in your room and cut your cards, fine, do whatever you want. But if you want to perform for real, you can't leave the house with those fancy decks. It doesn't make any sense. Rant over.
That's okay, but I'm offended. I'm offended at your rant here because you said, I know I'm going to touch nerves here with you. And if anything, from the little time that we spent together, which was, by the way, a wonderful, beautiful night.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Turn around. Look at that behind you.
Okay.
Just turn around.
Okay, listen, I'm aware of what's behind me, all right? But this is not mine. This is not mine, all right? You want to know what's mine? This is mine. That's it.
You're not at your house?
No, this isn't my house. This is the UME Studios, Florida. We have a professional show here, all right? We're at the studio. This is the UME Studios as provided.
Well, you can't see it because he has that camera on.
Huh?
Well, you can, yeah.
Yeah, you could see it.
There we go. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, what you look at.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I only like blue and red cards. I don't like other color cards.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you. All right. Not only sexually, but also I'm with you in the sense of it should only be red or blue bikes, and that's it. If I was president, all right, that's what I would enact. I wouldn't worry about giving people money for COVID-19. I would worry about making sure that you could only get access to 2 decks of playing cards, and that's red and blue bicycle cards. All right, like God intended. God intended.
I did get. So my girlfriend bought these for me online because she's trying to make me stay here.
Okay.
She's like, no, what do you want? She's buying me stuff, so I'm like entertained. Look at this. This was a huge fail. Look at this.
Jumbo.
The jumbo index.
Yeah.
I mean, not a big fan.
No, that's
That's snobby. That's snobby on the blue and red a little bit right there.
No, that's worth the breakup for.
And I know it does negate my point Yeah, I had to show you. That's what she did. So fuck my life.
Yeah, but that's actually more conversation about playing cards than I think I ever want to have for the rest of my life. I hate the whole hype and the fact that there's a market and there are people making a full-time living just selling playing cards. It makes you want to punch an adolescent child. You know what I mean?
Ramsey sells 30,000 of these decks at $15 a pop.
That must be nice to be a puzzle master, right? To be the grand puzzle master of the planet, and your card and your card chateau. Have you ever? Did you ever see?
Yeah.
Not to because here's the problem. Every time, for example, Xavier Spade, as you know, if he has like a live stream, a lot of questions. Hey, how's Ramsey? How's your best friend Ram? So I don't want to make this a Ramsey stream. All right, you're your own individual.
I do. Can we talk about Ramsey?
But
okay.
Have you seen puzzle videos before Ramsey? Like, did you ever watch puzzle videos before? Like the ones that people made? Like Mr. Puzzle. Like, did you watch those?
No, I don't even watch his puzzle videos now.
Okay. All right. I used to watch like older, like other puzzle guys. I used to watch that.
What's that?
Huh?
Oh, really?
Yeah. But here's
watch puzzle videos.
Like top down, the guy's like, hey guys, it's always like some guy in his mom's basement, and he's like, so I'm going to show you guys how to make this puzzle by Jean-Claude Constantine. This is a level 8 puzzle, right? I used to watch that shit. My dick out. Like,
serious?
Yeah. And then Ramsey comes in.
Exactly. If you would have had that idea, Chris, I know you want to talk about, but he discovered this by mistake.
Yeah.
One day he's out of a video. I'll put a puzzle video, and it spiked. He's like, oh, hold on. Then he starts searching, and there's a big demand, and now he's like, and he doesn't care. Like, we tease him about, oh, he's a puzzle boy. Look at the puzzle. Look at this guitar, puzzle boy. You're a puzzle boy.
Of course not. Why'd you care? That's like Ron Jeremy. Oh, you fuck a lot of girls. Ooh, look at you.
Listen, we had a conversation the other night. Okay, here, Pig Cake, let me ask you something.
Okay.
What if one day on your high quality broadcast you have here, one day if you I don't know, the CEO's girlfriend brings like, I don't know, a puppet. She brings a puppet home from work. And you grab the puppet and you're like, oh, and you fuck with the puppet, and people are like, oh, the people are commenting, they love it, and this video gets mad views, and you're like, holy, there's like a puppet, niche somewhere, and then you'd see like, do more things with puppets, and you do the things with puppets, and your subscribers would go, would you actually keep going and keep doing it? Start collecting puppets, start being, passionate about puppets to get the subscribers, to get the notoriety.
I'm a hypocrite, and I'm also a slut. So yeah, okay. I would be, hey guys, welcome to the #1 puzzle puppet channel on the fucking planet. Here we go, Mr. Puppet. Today we're gonna have a little bit of a, dude, I would sell out so hard. You don't understand. You don't understand how fast I would sell out. It would be like a world record of sellout.
I would sell out anything. Give me the tip. I'm fucking doing it. I don't care.
Well, you also, I remember the first time I came across your stuff was also, when you're a horny 13-year-old male and you want to look for stuff to fap to, I was looking up YouTube magic videos. And you were doing this whole 365-day challenge, right?
Right.
And I'm there like, man, he's really hot. Fuck, I wish I could just touch his fucking... And then that's the first time I came in contact with you virtually through my penis. But I remember watching those, and you had this manic energy about you that was infectious. Not to give you a compliment, but you have an energy about you that's like infectious, and that was permeating through your videos.
Well, thanks, buddy.
You're welcome, man. I hope that leads to some potential, ball play.
Well, there's a lot of gay jokes here, but...
oh, it's not jokes.
You didn't even finish statements.
Okay. Facts. There you go.
I remember you didn't finish your story about when the first night we met. At magic conventions are so lame and they're so boring. And my friends are getting like, we're getting a little older, and we used to like bring Jameson in the lobby and like wreak havoc against the old guys and now my friend a little bit older than me, so they're like, this is the new move. My friend Frank the Tank, now at a convention, he's always like, yo. Calm down, bro. And I'm like, no, let's fuck her. Anyways, so we kind of tend to how magicians usually do at conventions, congregate in our little groups. We go to a room, fix drinks, go see it, chill a little bit, go outside for a smoke, come back. Like we hold in groups. And maybe I think it was like the third night or the second night of the convention. I asked, was it Eric Ross or Xavier?
Eric Ross.
Eric Ross. We're smoking outside. We're smoking buddies, and not it's weed.
Okay.
And I'm like, so what's been your favorite thing you've seen so far? And he's like, this flap card trick and pig cake and blah blah blah. And I'm like, pig cake? The fuck's a pig cake?
I asked myself the same thing.
Like, what? Okay, what's a pig? He's like, is it a move? Is it a card move? Is it?
It sounds like it.
Is it a coin sleight?
A sex position.
He's like, yeah, pig cake. You know, the little. Are you Iranian?
The little. I'm gonna say top African. Top African.
So this little brown guy. You know the little brown guy? And I'm like, what? No? And he's like, come here right away. And I'm like halfway through my smoke. And I'm like, all right, let's go. He's like, no, come here right away. I'm like, okay. We go. He's like, pig cake, Eric, you guys. He's like, I like hanging out with my friends, and I only hang out with pig cake and you. And I was like, okay. He's like, you guys are gonna get along. And he leaves us there, which is my social nightmare. I can get out. I'm a pretty social guy. I'm an extrovert, but I don't like the small talk. I don't like the.
Okay.
You know, I'll be like, cool, what's up, bro? Nah. And like, not to be presumptuous. Not just. I have enough friends.
Okay.
I have enough friends.
Braggadocious.
We met right away, and I was like, yo, this guy showed you my dick on my phone.
Yeah.
That seemed to be it for you. So and we hung out for 2 days straight. Remember, we went to bed at like 5, 6. We were the last ones up.
We had a wonderful night. Yeah, that's what I was implying. And insinuating that we had a wonderful.
The CEO's always walking around with you, like he has your press kits and your headshots, and he's taking people's numbers for you. You got a good friend there.
That's what I paid for.
He plays me in playing cards and weed.
Hey,
I've never bought you cards or weed. I don't think I've ever gotten you. So, okay, but yeah, you're right. That was a bit. And I was gonna say that's actually your 5th point here in your fun conversation points. I don't know if you're aware of this, but your 5th point is fucking hating stupid magicians.
oh, I am so ashamed. That's too harsh, but like.
No, be ashamed. Be ashamed.
I most of the time when I see a magician on fucking Facebook or just at a convention or they just exude this like magic is the only thing that they have. It's they might believe they do real magic, and they just like they're wearing the flashy bunny pins and just fucking bad breath and just fucking titties, you know? Fucking just the like.
Can I put you on a spot? And is there anybody in particular? Can you name a name, or do you not want to name a name?
I would name. Listen, I would name. I would be here all night. I'd rather name the people I don't think are like that.
Okay.
Because, you know, if somebody's like asking me to blow, sorry. If somebody's Corona. If somebody's asking me to blow on your hand, or somebody's like, this trick is a story about 4 magical wishes. Now these witches, I'm like, fuck off. Like if your trick is an Emsley, fuck yourself. Trick is more than 2 phases. Fuck. Don't come up to me and say, hey, what do you think of my past? Fuck you and your past.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
what's wrong with the past, bro? What's wrong with the past, bro? It's legendary, especially the Tinder pass.
What's the Tinder pass?
Oh, you didn't get to experience my Tinder pass?
See? You. With the deck of cards, I don't want to see it, Danny.
I'm not even going to talk about the explanation of the fucking terrible bit. It's a bit, Eric. Okay, it's a bit. It's not a pass. It's a bit. Okay, that Daniel thought was funny.
Pass.
Well, that's the name, but it's an actual. Daniel's been working on his pass. Okay, and he showed it to Xavier Spade, and he's been.
His whole story is so
Thank you. Yeah, I don't even want to explain the bit here. But yeah, you're right. And I think it comes from the fact that most magicians only have magic as their social lubricant. That's what I like to call it. And that's the only thing they have. So they don't really know. Once you take the magic away, I actually had this convo with, speaking of, the Puzzle Master, first time I met him, in that the people that don't like YouTube magic tutorials are the same people that are making this argument because they're afraid. Once I lose magic, once this is exposed, per se, what else do I have? And honestly, you don't have shit. You don't have shit once you're gone.
I just wrote a post, and I never really participate in these things besides blasting magicians. But I wrote a post recently on, I don't know, one of the Facebook posts, SME Magic or some shit. I don't know. And because people was like, what do you do if you get heckled? What do you do if somebody grabs your, I don't like invisible deck because people grab the deck. Or what do you do if someone puts their hands in your pockets? Hey, man, you're the problem. I'd say never get heckled. Maybe once a year, a drunk guy with a hot girlfriend. Oh, magic. And then I'll win him over. if you take yourself so seriously that you're like, okay, and you believe you're doing real magic and you expect these people to think you're doing real magic, like the number one rule is if you don't take yourself too seriously, if the number one rule is if you have fun while what you're doing, people are gonna have fun. If you have fun when you're doing something, it's impossible for the audience not to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't take yourself too seriously, you're just a guy there. You're just a normal guy. We know so many tricks. What we need to focus on is approaching a group. You know, in David Stone, he has an amazing book, Real Close-Ups, Real Secrets of Close-Up. Mm-hmm. Is when you walk into a group, let's say walk around or in a bar or whatever. You walk into a group or you intercept a group, there's always a leader. And it's not necessarily going to be the guy that's like, you know, the fucking jet guy with the hot girlfriend or the guy with the nice suit. It might be his wife that's like, and your job is to zone in on that leader and kind of like gauge is like, you got to win him over before everybody's like, oh, it's like when you go to like a comedy show and like the comedian's saying really harsh things and you're like, oh my God, is it okay to laugh? But if people start laughing, oh yes, it's okay to laugh. Yeah, dead babies are funny, you know? So it's all about being a real person and relating with the person in front of you. Nobody cares about if you're saying this is a deck of cards from an ancient tune in Egypt, and then people are like, get the fuck out of here.
You're right. And what I hate is when somebody asks you a question like, what do you do with hecklers? What would you do with somebody if they reach into your pocket as a person? What would you do with somebody if they interrupt you with a conversation, right?
That's so funny. That's so funny. Hey, are you drinking?
Am I drinking? Unfortunately not, man. I'm having water.
Bro, in your little intro, it says, is that from a shaker cup? Is that from a ninja?
Don't pour shame me, all right? Don't pour shame Daniel here. This is what he has here as a cup.
I didn't have any clean cups.
I'm asking because in your intro it says grab a cold one, na. So I'm like, all right, this is gonna be that kind of show. I'm the only one drinking father-in-law's alcohol.
I was gonna say Maker's Mark. I was gonna actually give you a compliment on Maker's Mark, but it's not even yours.
The father, Emma, my girlfriend's father, bought this. He did a booze run.
Okay.
We get the stuff delivered, and he's like, "Hey, what do you guys want?" He asks everybody, and he asks, the brother-in-law, I don't know. He's not a drinker. He's like, I guess Maker's Mark. He gives him 4 bottles. Skips me. I'm like, okay, it's fine. So I've been drinking. I have 4 bottles of these. So
okay.
I've never actually. I can't tell you that I've had it before.
What do you think? What's your review? What's your take here? Your first.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a great whiskey.
Okay. Let's see this.
It's free.
Oh yeah. Okay.
A little oaky, has an oaky finish.
Okay, but more importantly,
gets you drunk.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say it's free. I thought you were gonna. I was handing it to you.
Oh yeah, but I started with free. I should have started with oaky, More importantly, free.
Okay.
See, rule.
There you go. Yeah, that's how I do it. That's how I do it. First is the balls, then it's the shaft, and then it's the the pink in the butt.
Yeah.
That's how I do it. Rule of 3.
It is a little smoky. It is. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be every time I try to do something. By the way, can I plug this? Magi Fest. So like in the last 7 years, smoke machines are a thing with magicians.
Mm-hmm.
Put them in back and it started with vapor, and then it was pure smoke or whatever it was. They're all bullshit. They all burn you. They don't last. At Magi, and it costs too much. At Magi Fest, the one we were at, $20. This is called Smoke E by Bacon Magic. Okay,
Magic.
It's a Japanese company. All it is this. Okay, $20. It is the best smoke machine I've ever bought. It's a bulb, and you just press on it.
That's an e-cig.
But there's no batteries. There's nothing to. The refills are $2. It was $20 for the thing. It was $2. It comes with Velcro. You can tape it inside. The best smoke machine. It'll never not work.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. I was gonna tell you, I'm legally not allowed to buy those. As an Arabic man, I can't have anything that resembles an incendiary device. Unfortunately, I get placed higher up on the FBI watch list.
Shukran jazilan. Marhaba.
That doesn't sound like freedom to me.
Yeah. What is that dialect?
He said Arabic. I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay. Well, I have to pretend that I don't know any. I actually don't know any Arabic. It's a dumb bit, but I have no idea any Arabic
languages.
Huh?
Do you speak other language?
Yeah, Spanish. I'm a spick.
Spanish?
Yeah.
You speak Spanglish.
Do you want to hear the only thing I know how to say in Spanish?
I'm waiting for this. Yeah.
Sí.
And it's whatever. Te gustaría sentarte en mi cara, por favor.
Yeah,
That's a great one. That's a good line.
that works.
You said it fine. You have a little bit of a tinge that I feel like your French helps. How would I say it? What was you actually? You said to sit on my face, right?
Sit on my face, please.
I don't know how to say it. Siéntate en mi cara.
Ooh,
Right?
yeah.
Te
Oh, te gustaría. Okay.
Te gustaría. Okay.
Consent is important. So you're asking for consent first. So you're like, te gustaría.
It's not rape if you yell surprise first.
Okay. Life hack. This is why we should definitely do a video of life hacks, and that's
Down in the old notebook.
Okay, let me just wait for it. No,
First.
it's
Okay.
oh, okay.
Oh, you
All
thought
right.
it was gonna be fire? No, that's it. No, that's it. I can't. Hold on. There we go.
I define your magic as crackhead
I
magic.
fucking love this guy.
No, okay, can I talk about? I'm gonna hijack this. This is one of my greatest turn-ons in Magic.
Okay. All right. This is what I want to ask you.
When you have a gimmick, like I bought this at Magic Fest, it was like $40. It's the Flint Flasher that I made the flash fire with.
Okay.
So we pay a lot of money for these little gimmicks, but my biggest turn on is when you find a case. Look at this. I found a Tupperware. My mom's Tupperware. Look at this bad boy. It just fits.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Doesn't even rattle.
Damn,
That's
son.
one of my joys in my life. That's one of my big joys in my life.
That's the difference between a shitty magician and a crackhead magician like you, right? Yeah.
But professional magicians, what they'll do is they'll take it and they'll store it in there really nice. That's what a professional does. They'll just store it in there really nice. Any questions?
Yeah, I'm suspicious of you. You make me very suspicious when it comes to your actions, especially pulling bird cages out of your urethra.
I feel like I'm kind of upset. I'm the only one drinking, guys. This is not fair.
Listen, man. Before the show, Danny said, "Hey, man, can I get you anything?" I'm like, "Yeah, get me something to drink." And then he brings me back a Tupperware full of water.
You said water.
Did I say water?
You said water. We have whiskey. We drank whiskey the other day during the WWF. What is it? Royal Rumble? Was it Mania?
Yeah, I
You
think
guys
so.
watch WWF Royal Rumble? That's so cool.
Yeah, thank you for that. That didn't feel at all, somewhat sarcastic or contrived, Eric. I appreciate that as a compliment.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
I fucking hate this guy so much.
I was about to answer too.
It's a normal question.
So here you have some talking points here that said Penn and Teller fool us right before the pandemic. What does that mean?
So we went. I don't want to advertise or anything, but we went on. See how much better interviews are when you've prepared, bro.
I fucking hate.
So I did. You know what? The 3 questions I get the most. Are you frozen? Can you hear me?
No, I'm just upset.
Okay, sorry. 3 questions I get the most for real as magicians. I usually say a joke like, "You make my husband disappear." I'm not going to do that for you guys, but it's like, where did you learn? How long have you been doing it? And do you ever get nervous? So for the past 4 months, I assembled. I guess it's 6 months now. I assembled a brain trust of magicians to come up with a trick for Fool Us. For the last 4 years, they've called me and they said, "Hey, we'd like you to and I'm like, I hate the premise of it. I'm not here to fool people. I'm here to make people laugh and be, I hate the word fool.
Mm-hmm.
When a magician at a convention, "Oh, what? He'll fool you. Watch this. You fooled me, so he'll fool you." And fooled him. It fooled me completely. Fuck you,
Yeah.
But I don't like I love the show. It's a great show. I love the premise, but just the connotation of fooling and fool us and just fool. I was like, nah, and I don't have anything. I don't have anything cutting edge to fool. I didn't want to be anything part of it. Plus, I'm on all these TV shows where they don't want their star, their talent, to go on an actor show. That's what we're called.
Okay, but hold up, just briefly.
They don't want the talent to go on a show like AGT, not win, because for them they've invested so much money in your image that they're like, you're past that, right?
Yeah.
So after this contract was them, I really wanted. They called me, and then Michael Close, the producers, he's one of my friends. I'm like, why do I want to go on the show? He's like, dude, you're gonna get 8 minutes of the highest quality broadcast footage you've ever had for any of your acts. And then another one of my friends who didn't fool them said, I toured all over Asia for 3 years after my clip, just because of that clip. So I was like, all right, you know what? Assembled all my boys, magicians, and we came up with a trick, and I wanted to fool them, and it was so stressful. All this to say, I'm never stressed before, even live TV. I was really stressed today for this.
Okay.
And yeah, and anyway, so I went on, and 4 months worth of work and like stressing out, and what if he says this? And the thing is, there's two parts of the trick: it going well, and then the rhetoric or the dialogue between you and them. Because if you look, Wes Barker fooled them on season 2, and Penn said something, and Wes was just like, and then Penn kept talking, and that's what got him
semantics. So semantics is what got him.
Exactly. But after a few years, Penn got smarter about how he phrases this stuff, right? So I was studying. I called Sean Farquhar. I called all the guys that fooled. I'm like, what are your tips? And he's like, well, you can't alienate them, because if he says something, you have to agree. They don't want you to aggravate them in any way. So after 4 months of like planning and stressing, I've never been so stressed. Every single day of my life, I dedicated to this. I went on, I did the trick, and we're going to see this summer if it worked or not. But
oh, snap. That's crazy. Really? That's awesome.
Yeah, I really hope it worked. Anyway, so we just, the last day of filming was the day after they shut down Vegas.
Oh, shit. Okay. So you got like terrible
time.
timing.
We got in, got out, you know. And I used my tears for lube.
Okay.
And, yeah. And then,
that works.
So keep an eye on my channel for the clip. I think you're going to like it.
We have a superstar on the show, man.
I'm already aroused.
Superstar, bro.
I'm already aroused here, man. Look at this guy. You got that pipe, man.
Like this?
Look at that. Yeah, sitting in a throne made of first playing cards. But damn, that's pretty significant. Now, I was actually having this conversation. I forgot with either you or somebody about Foolus, and how pretty much it's no longer about the premise. It's about free publicity, essentially. Not free, because you're still investing time, effort, and potentially money into, you know, making a sort of trick that fools them. But the amount of publicity that you could squeeze out of it, that's exactly what I imagine Michael Close was selling it as. You have 8 minutes of broadcast quality. You could say
$300,000 cameras.
Yeah, you could say I've been on TV. I've been on these many networks. I have over 14 million views in one video alone from this.
And you know what? That's what show business is, right? Show business is taking listen, the main goal of show business is to be seen by the most amount of people before you die, or to have the most amount of people hear your name before you die. That's what show business is. It really is. So this was a big selling point when it was like, when my buddies like, I didn't fool them and I toured all over Asia for 3 years, paid off my house in 3 years. I was like, oh, so it doesn't matter. And I knew it doesn't matter if you fool them or not. But my ego's too.
Yeah,
I devised a trick to fool them, and fucked up.
Okay, and that's coming out in the summer. You said.
So look out for that.
Woo! I'm hyped.
I'm getting a little warm.
Yeah, maybe it's a little bit smoky there. No.
It is a little. Is it a little smoky?
It's a little smoky there. You know what I thought you were gonna? Okay.
Oh. You got like KFC? I don't know. Stop making you do dumb shit, bro. Oh. Yo, you want to see this sick trick I just learned? It's sick. It's sick.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. I'm already all for it. I totally don't want to punch the nearest adorable puppy because of your fucking manicness.
It'll be the best thing. It'll be the best thing you'll see.
Okay.
And I hope you've never seen it before.
I hope I haven't, because I feel like if I have, I might just run away from here.
Okay, if you've seen this, you can run away. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You.
Okay.
Watch this. 1, 2. Does that look good?
I fucking hate it.
That was actually pretty fucking dope. That was fucking amazing.
You know what you fucking do, all right? You know what you do, Eric, all right? If that's in fact your real name. You set up this whole premise of I can't trust you with a penny. I can't trust you because I don't know what's going to happen. You know, I might be having contact with something that made contact with your Panasia, you know, whatever it is. And then you cut off into something that's like a serious bit. And I'm like, where did that come from? You did the same thing at the fucking convention when you said, hey, name a card. And you fucking had the box I named the card.
So great.
And you went, huh? And then my card rised out of the fucking deck. And I'm like, oh, a serious trick. You fuck.
I really admire what you're doing here. You know, after meeting you at Magi Fest, I looked at some of your shit. You're pretty damn funny, man.
I appreciate
and it's
that.
not like you're trying. It's not like you're trying, which you are.
Yeah.
Like huge trying.
Yeah.
But it doesn't come off as that.
Okay.
We
appreciate
watched some, what did you post recently?
Yeah, I got funny enough, I was gonna mention I got two independent Canadians telling me the same information, telling me which well, you know, might as well mention, right?
Name drop it, bro. Name drop
funny
it,
enough, because your boy Boyer, right? He sent a video to your group chat, I imagine. Alex? Boner Boyer? How do you pronounce the fucking name?
Boyer.
Alex.
Alex?
How do you? Am I mispronouncing his name?
Okay, yeah, got it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What was the video? Tell me.
Este come pinga, no sé. Are you gonna start talking Spanish?
With the hair?
With the hair, yeah.
The beautiful hair.
With the
I want to speak to the manager haircut.
yeah, the Karen haircut. Yeah. It was a video where I was answering Instagram questions, and one of them was a rant on cardistry and this whole bit on you know, how cardists have pipe arms and this whole thing. And that was the video, I think. And he sent that to, I think, your group chat. And funny enough, I have Ramsey telling me to essentially focus a little bit more on social commentary because I feel like there will be more of an audience there. And then Jay Sankey also called me and told me the same thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? And these people aren't taking time out of their day to write you this, to blow smoke up your ass or for any hit a hidden agenda or anything. It's really because I saw it too, man. And you know what it is? It's having it. And having it is so broad and so, I'm telling you, man, you have a certain hey, let me ask you something.
I'm gonna flex out.
Did I hear right when you were downplaying yourself in the intro? And you were like, when I was at Magi Fest, you had 30,000 subscribers, and now 50,000.
Okay.
Is that true?
It is, but I went to Magi Fest 2 years ago, incognito. Yeah.
So that's the Magi Fest you're talking about.
Yes.
Wait, you were talking about 2 months. You're talking about a year and 2 months.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty good. Do you know how long I've been trying to get my 100,000 subscriber trophy, dude?
Yeah.
For 5 years. To be fair, I haven't been active.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you really. I was enjoying the videos that you were coming out with in the quarantine. I was liking each one of them. I was there watching it to the end with my dick out, a nice little bit of a drink, and I'm like, if only he cared about me this much.
But I think you are well on your way to reach that goal.
Maybe.
You're before me, before Boyer, before anybody. You have something, man. It's like a dirty little, rat.
I appreciate that, but I honestly
Can I be honest?
Okay.
You know what you have?
Yeah.
You have it, bro. And the it is the greatest CEO of all time. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Eric, you're welcome.
Yeah.
All right. I only take 25% of the credit.
How old are you?
Daniel or me?
Sure. I don't give a fuck. Give me two.
I was gonna say 38 because I think I forgot what you told me you were.
Me?
38?
No, I'm not 38. I'm not gonna divulge my age, Eric. Okay.
Wait, what?
I'm not gonna divulge my age.
You're not?
No,
He's ageless.
I'm discreet, man. I'm a hidden dude out here.
Wait, you're not gonna divulge your age?
Yeah, and I'm not saying that in the sense of like a female. It's like, oh my god, don't ask about age or weight. Listen, man, you'd be surprised. Some dudes get
Same thing, bro.
I'm at least 30.
At least 30.
Yeah, at least. That's all you're getting.
So, okay, sure, that's fair.
Okay.
So at least 30. That I'm gonna go. You're 33 because if you're willing to admit you're 30, at least nobody 31 or 32 would say at least 30.
Okay.
I mean, I'll say 34. I'll say 34 with your little dirty ass.
Oh, that's rough.
Is it?
Yeah.
So you are 33. There you go.
Okay.
The age of the Christ.
Listen, don't.
How old's your CEO?
CEO's how old are you?
35 this year, bro.
35. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're my age then.
Are you being a little bit generous with your age?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be 6 in May.
Okay. All right. That kind of broke up at the end there, by the way. So I heard 6.
I said I like 6-year-old boys in May.
You can't be funnier than me. That's the rule of the stream. I feel like one of the biggest rules that I have is you can't be funnier than me. I always have this recurring, not bit. It's a fact. If my significant other were to come up to me and tell me like, dude, listen, yesterday I got drunk. Things went crazy. There were like 8 black guys. It was so much cum, and I'll be like, baby, we could work this out. Okay, we could figure this out.
It's gonna make you laugh.
But if the bitch comes up to me and says, hey, yo, my coworker, all right, dude, he said something that's so much funnier than you.
Oh.
Everyone's dying, Eric.
Yeah.
Everyone's dying. So I have to be the funniest.
Yeah. But you know what? You have a nice way about you that it's not forced humor.
Okay. Yeah, that's important too, because I feel like I think that's one of your issues too with magicians in general, at least based on it's you're trying to incorporate humor that doesn't make sense with the trick, and you're trying to merge these two worlds together, and it comes out looking like a retarded tree monkey.
Right.
But that's
Do we have 50 people watching right now?
I think so. I haven't seen the number here.
These people must be so bored.
Okay, stop being funny. But I was going to mention to you, one of your things too is that I feel like your humor is, as I mentioned earlier, not only is it infectious, but also it's that same level of naturalness. And whenever I see you, I feel like it's not forced per se, but it's almost like it's that manic. You kind of have this manic energy to you that, I mean, usually I don't want to say I'm a mellow guy, but my humor is not in the sense of this manic energy. It's more of insulting, and people tend to find that funny for some odd reason. But for you, it's this. Is Wes? That's where you get. Where do you get your inspiration from? Just Wes?
Where do I get the inspiration from?
Yeah. Because you said Wes Barker there, I think.
No, because you're like when somebody. I'm so drunk.
Yeah, let's back up. Let's back up here real quick. You were trashed the other day, Eric. And I look up my Instagram feed. I wish it was there. I can't see it now anymore because... Yeah, I wake up to my Instagram feed and I'm scrolling through. And what I see is about maybe 20 to 25 individual comments that you left where you're calling me out. You're saying, listen, respond to me, motherfucker. All right, your midget dick, your Arab ass looking motherfucker. Let's collab.
Some of those comments were really clever.
So not only were they also clever, but they were also complimentary, which really, I wake up obviously fully erect, and you managed to supersede that into like super saiyan erection. So I appreciate that.
You know, I'm gonna make a confession right now.
Okay.
I guess it's a confession. It's a statement. I've never done in public because it's very left field.
Okay, we're all here for you.
You saying you woke up with an erection. I have never woken up with a morning
madera.
Okay. That's let me tell you, that's quite the confession here, Eric.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I only dish the good stuff out of the for the good podcasts.
I appreciate that, man, especially ones that you send talking points to, which I'm not used to. Shows you the professional level. I'm like, wait a second, he sent talking points. Has he seen the show? Has he seen it before?
Hey, to be fair, I'm not going to be like, oh, I've watched all your podcasts. I haven't seen any. But
That's good.
How would you rate this podcast compared to the other ones?
Wow. Well, you are a character, I would say. You're an interesting...
I'm not saying compared to the other people. What are you saying?
Okay.
Is it more flowy? Are we having more fun? Are we like,
Okay, as much as it pains me to admit, all right? Yeah, it's very flowy. I feel like your talking points have definitely helped out. I feel like also knowing that you are a globe-trotting speaker and magician, and you perform feel-good magic. It's passed off to me. Eric. Yeah. You know what's scary though? You know what's scary? Could you imagine as a female? I'll wait till Daniel stops dying here.
Yeah, you don't even know why he's dying.
I do. Have you been working out?
Don't look at me. I'm ugly.
Have you been working out? You see the chest?
Oh my god.
Yo, don't lie. You've been benching.
I'm dehydrated from all this laughter.
You guys want to talk about working out in the quarantine?
You've been benching, man. I noticed that. Last time I was looking at Magi Fest, I'm like, yo, Eric's a little bit
No, to be serious. So I actually did a video on YouTube.
Yeah.
It was called How a Magician Works Out.
Yes, sir.
And in that video, I injured myself so bad. That video was almost 3 weeks ago, and I'm still in excruciating pain every single day.
What'd you do?
You have to see it. I'm in this contraption. Yo, they have. I think they have a sex swing down there. I want to almost bring you down to see this huge mansion.
Okay.
To show the sex swing they have down there. It's far. It's fucking far. It's like a minute and a half walk. But they have it's a Pilates bench. But like this thing opens up. There's like gears. So I got in and I put my leg in one and I started trying to be funny. You know?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So I tried to be funny and had my leg in the thing, and I just twisted it in the wrong way. And since then, I've been in excruciating pain, man. So
I thought that was a bit.
Worked out, not once in the quarantine.
Okay.
In the quarantine.
Well, let me tell you, it shows you're seeing. I'm seeing the upper chest definition. It's nice that it's something to grab onto. You know, I saw that there. So whatever you're doing, it's working. I don't know if it's drinking copiously.
Yeah, and I'm the only drinker here, so.
Jesus, where's pardon my ignorance, but where are the Hamptons?
The Hamptons, about 2 hours from New York. It's like a cottage country, you know, glamour kind of fucking boutique hotel-y kind of. So our parents have a house down here, which is great, and I'm so thankful, and I'm really, they've taken me in. Well, they didn't have a choice. We just showed up together.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's. I don't think they had a choice. You're just like, hey, by the way, guys, hi, I'm Eric. But you met him before.
Her dad has dubbed me the Bandwidth Bandit. Okay. Because I hope they're not listening to this downstairs. This would be so awkward.
Yeah, all the porn.
But, because I was uploading videos to YouTube, and I guess the Wi-Fi is spotty here. So he comes in one day. I guess he had a rough day or whatever. I don't know. But he comes in and he's like, Eric, your little YouTube videos. He says, so your little YouTube videos, like, you have to do it on off times. Like, our bandwidth is like, no. And I'm like, okay, no problem. And I feel so bad. I'm here like, you know, I'm here like not taking advantage, but I'm here like alone. I don't know anybody, and they're like, you know, I'm the odd guy out. I'm the black sheep in this group for sure. So I felt so bad. And then a couple of days later, he comes up to me. He's like, Eric, I have to tell you, I looked at the bill. I looked at like the, you know, itemized things, and my security cameras update every couple hours, and that's what's taking the bandwidth. It's not you. So then usually with one of my friends, I'd be like, yo, bro, what? I fucking told you. But with this guy, the father-in-law, I was like, you know, father-in-law,
it's good.
Like, I was like, oh no, it's okay. It's you know, it makes sense. No problem. So now he calls me Nico because I smoke nicotine.
Okay. All right. You haven't converted, man. You haven't converted to the vape game. It's 2020, you know?
Ugh.
No, you don't want to be a vapist?
A vapist.
If you add a little line there, I'll be a rapist. I'm not going to be a vapist.
That was a handoff.
This is not going to... That was a handoff. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. But I was going to say, it's funny you mentioned Black Sheep because the situation, as you described it, sounds exactly like the premise of the movie Get Out. It sounds like you're going to be the one that they're going to insert their brains into.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah. I would watch out. I would seriously watch out. You're black enough.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this guy. I hate not only the fact that you're funnier, all right, but the ingenuity of the bits that you have. Oh, here it goes. Okay, let's see this. It's fucking... It's expectations. You know what it is? It's expectations that you grab and you go, I'm going to take this and I'm going to make sure that I do something that you've never seen. That's the part that I find funny about you. That's the part that I find funny about you.
His laughter.
Name me some conventions you've been to.
Magi Fest and Magi Fest.
So what?
Bless.
So what year?
Corona.
So year one, and so last year and the year before, that's it?
2 years before. Yeah, it was 2017, I think. I saw you there. I remember seeing you there too, by the way, which is kind of odd. Yeah.
So you skipped a year?
Yeah, I skipped a Blizzard year from my understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were there?
Well, that was third for us Canadians.
Yeah, you were. That was another thing. When we're outside, we're having a little bit of a smoke, right? A little smoke and a pancake outside.
Too cold.
You were there, and you offered me your sweater, which smelled like What? I want to.
It's not shame.
Okay, shame. All right, I read your mouth there because for some reason every time I speak I can't hear you. But it smelled like, you know, when you have like a lot of like, you know, you just had like monkey sex, you know, like that must.
That's not because you put it on, and I couldn't believe it. Did you put it on? It was my halfway.
Semen. Somebody in the comments said semen. Yeah, that's the smell.
I haven't been seeing how the comments been doing.
They're good. As a matter of fact, I do want to, and a few, I have a couple ones from Instagram that people left that I do want to ask you certain questions that they left. But here's the thing about Instagram questions that I found.
Jasper Jones says the Hamptons is like the Beverly Hills of the East Coast.
Yeah, a lot of whites. That's definitely a sex swing. I just want to let you know that's definitely 100% used for sex. Whatever device you happen to do a little bit on, you definitely have.
Did you see it?
Huh?
Did you see it?
I don't recall that. Yeah.
Comments. Yeah.
No, I saw the comment. Yeah, but I was talking about the sex swing from your video. So yeah, you're in a place where they definitely do some weird sex.
Somebody said, Reed Nussbaum says impromptu Justin Miller roast. Fuck Justin Miller.
Oh. You know, usually I thought you weren't going to name names here, but the fact that you said that.
All day.
Do you want to elaborate? Do you want to elaborate on why you said that on based on your interaction on Magi Fest?
Oh my God. It's like, yeah.
What?
Put some music on.
Well, here's the honest thing, though, that I've realized in coming to a Magic convention and, you know, seeing all the beef, right? There's a lot of beef in conventions. There's like an air. It almost... Yeah, it smells like, I don't know if you've ever had intercourse with a woman that has like a roast beef vagina, like that it resembles.
Yeah, that's shaped for cute.
Okay.
No, it's like this. Like this. Look, hold on. Look, hold on. No. Like this. You get, am I a shot? Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. I got you. Look like that.
I'm willing. Yeah, that's exactly it. I'm willing to bet a substantial amount of money that you have tried to like you learn how to eat how to a coitus or no, what's it called? Conolingus. Conolingus. You've practiced on your knee. Am I false for saying that?
Pig cake. I have had sex with more girls than there are people in this chat.
Okay. All right. I believe that. I believe that your dick at this point is definitely it's hanging on by a thin thread.
Yeah, chlamydia is the best of the STDs. You take one pill and you're done.
Yeah, I've heard.
Kidding? Are you fucking kidding me? One pill, you're done.
Yeah, but that's
take over like the common flu.
But you're rolling the dice because chlamydia is one of many that you might encounter.
Yeah, but life's short, man. Here's the thing. Actually, no. You move on. I don't want to.
Okay, that was a tease, man. Let me ask you this: have you ever gotten crabs?
What's crabs?
What's crabs? Crabs is from my understanding, a thing that happens that you could get from somebody, and
yeah, but your American fucking nicknames for shit. I got chlamydia when I was 17.
Okay.
From this girl, I think.
Okay.
And but it's one pill. You go to the doctor, free.
Trudeau. Okay.
Did you see what he did recently on the news?
No.
His slip. So we have the most like vanilla prime minister.
He's so hot.
President or whatever.
He's so hot.
So he said on air. He said, "It smells like paint."
Really?
Have you noticed that? If you scratch your...
Yeah?
It smells like paint.
But you
try
wiped it. You wiped it.
No, try it.
Don't you have a wipe there?
I don't know where it went.
Yeah, but you said you haven't showered. I don't know if that was a bit or legitimate. I feel like it might be. There you go.
No. I'm not trying to produce a paint can. Anyways, so our prime minister said...
I swear.
Jeff McBride.
I would... no, you're missing the underage boys, but okay.
Okay, good. Our prime minister said recently on air, he said, you know, when you're out and about and somebody speaks moistly on you. Yeah. If you look at it, Trudeau moistly, it's a huge meme now in Canada. He said somebody speaking moistly, and then you see why it's so bad is because he acknowledges it. He said, well, I guess moistly is not the proper term, but and he keeps going. But like, moistly. If you can put, is this live? Like, are you gonna post this on your YouTube, like live as is?
This is live, yeah.
Can you cut in like a clip of Trudeau saying it?
I don't know if that would be okay. Okay, he got it. He's being producer here. Trudeau's so hot though. That's my thing. Every time I see him and he comes up on TV, I'm like, I come up, literally, and because he's like a supermodel. You have a supermodel as a leader of your country, and I know we have what's the bit?
He's a good-looking guy.
We have a Dorito. We have a Cheeto as a president.
We have the greatest.
Okay,
he has the biggest hands.
Can we talk about that?
About our Cheeto?
Do you know anybody? Okay, let me rephrase. Do you know anybody who's like a hardcore Trump supporter?
Hardcore? Not necessarily, but I know supporters.
No, forget the hardcore.
Yeah.
But like somebody close to you?
Yeah.
Maybe even yourself?
I do know quite a few, and I would say in some aspects, even myself.
Oh, God, shut the fuck up.
Just
shut up.
Even some aspects, I would say maybe.
No. Okay, you gotta tell me.
Right here.
Alan. Why? Oh, I said your name.
Alan.
Alan.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I thought you were because people are trying to guess. What it is. Let me tell you. I think I don't. Alan might be the furthest thing away from what it could be.
No. Talk about your love for Trump.
You really? I said that some aspects I do tend to agree with Trump. All right, there are some things that he says that I think are kind of the word is retarded, right? But I would find myself being a more right-leaning individual than I do leaning left.
Yeah, sure. That's about your values and the way you've been brought up. No. But the fact that this person is, you have to be like, well, typically I've been like thinking this and this and this, and then this guy represents this and this and this, and you're like, I guess I gotta agree with this fucking guy.
Well, not necessarily. I think that's not to get into political discourse here, Eric, but I could enjoy somebody and support somebody partially and not necessarily agree with everything. I think that's a very partisan mentality. That if you're like, oh, I'm Republican or I'm Democrat and I have to agree with everything within my party, right. I don't think that's doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to. You could be left leaning towards things. You could be like transsexual.
To be fair, I am in no way qualified to chime in on this. I'm a Canadian. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. All I know is that this makes sense now.
Okay.
Full circle. WWF fan.
Oh.
Okay.
You know what kills me? You know what kills me? The fact that they changed their name like 18 years ago and you're still going off the one from the 90s. That's the part that kills me.
WWE or entertain whatever. But here's a story. Okay, so my girlfriend is totally anti whatever. Mm-hmm. She got us tickets, my best friend and I, to the UFC with I don't know what the fuck it was. It was recently. It was in November. It was an important one. I forget who. Anyways,
in Vegas?
So Madison Square Garden. So Madison Square Garden. Trump is announced that he's gonna come to the match. Okay. Mm-hmm. So and we're sitting like, second level, nice seats. So he comes in, and New York is a, left, state. What is that? Is that illusionist money?
This is the Brad Christian fund for participating in his project. Take a little bit of a here. Take one.
Oh,
take one
thank you. Oh, you're so kind. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Take one for you.
Oh, you're so kind. Thank you.
So Trump comes in the building. And then we're 5 people or 4, a couple of friends, whatever. He comes in with his fucking gleaming red tie, and we're like, instantly, we're like, boo! And then everybody looks at us, like a whole stadium. And I was like, not a whole stadium, a whole section.
Yeah.
And then this guy starts talking to my girlfriend, who's very, very smart. She has like, she's born and raised New Yorker. She's like a fucking, she went to where'd she go? To Yale or Princeton or some shit? Dartmouth, I don't know. Penn U Penn.
Okay.
She went to an Ivy League. Smart as fuck.
Wow.
So we start doing Trump. The people turn around, and then I'm like, I thought it was gonna be unanimous, like, rah, rah. And he's like, you're the only one. But I realized I'm at a UFC event where people are like, yeah, let's do the weigh-in. Like, oh, I'm gonna fuck you up. Oh,
I'm offended.
Like, so it's like I'm with like people who probably packing guns.
Meatheads.
Well, no, let's not go to New York. That's a bitch state.
Okay, I got the Justin Trudeau trip. Are you
okay.
ready? This is our president. This is our prime minister.
So hot.
Are you ready?
So hot. I thought you were gonna say Miller.
Listen to what he says. Listen.
Others more than it protects you because it prevents you from breathing or speaking moistly on them. But it.
Yo, look at it. Yo, he knows. He knows. I think you're Hampton's internet. Yeah, that's his Hampton's internet that I think failed because he was streaming too much.
Too much streaming.
So hopefully, is he still on Skype? There's a poor network connection.
That's what he gets for talking bad about our beautiful president.
There you go. There you go.
I pledge allegiance to the Trump.
Okay, he's back. Okay. He's back. There you go.
Okay.
Are you? No, he's frozen. He's still frozen. Look at this Hampton's internet. So these guys have this this get out situation with whatever the director was, and the internet over there is the equivalent of the internet in Cuba. It's the equivalent to the internet in downtown Beirut. What is this? I think no, it's gonna try to reconnect. It's gonna try to reconnect. That's his internet. Unfortunately, he tried to stream, and he's gonna get bitched at by his father-in-law. No, don't mix it out.
No, I gotta call him.
Yeah, you gotta call him. This is the production value of the show. Yeah, unfortunately, the internet. At least Trump never wore blackface multiple times. In and out. Eric looks like Trudeau now. Eric is that's another thing that stood out about Eric in Magi Fest. Call him. Don't ask him. You're not looking for consent here. But he was one of the ones that stood out as being an actually attractive and well-groomed and taken care of individual. Because when you go to a convention, isn't online, he got kicked out. He got kicked out because of his Hampton's internet. How tremendous is that? He's about to get killed by his fucking dad or his father-in-law. Was that what he said it was?
Yeah.
What a fucking guy. Hopefully we get it back on because I do want to ask him some questions from Instagram. Okay, there you go. There you go.
Hold on, Eric. Hold on.
With your Hamptons. There you go. Insalam.
How's that gonna cut in?
It cuts into to the actual show. We have I don't know if you know this, but we actually have decent internet here. All right, not in white people town. Apparently, that you're there surrounded by internet provided
Ivy League
by impoverished blacks. But here's the thing. So what I like about Trudeau, okay, is that Trudeau not only so we got the school of people that hate Trump, right, and they call him a Cheeto, and then you also got the school of people that are infatuated with Trudeau. But you have a supermodel as a leader of your country. You have a supermodel. That's what he is. His qualifications is that he's hot.
All right, so Pig Cake.
I
am about to throw a loop fucking ball on you.
Okay.
While I go for a quick breath of fresh air. No. It's okay. It's okay. Trust me. So nobody. No, we're gonna do this. Nobody has. What's going on here? All these things.
That's you.
I want you to sit down here, okay? And this is my friend Pig Cake.
How you doing?
Mm-hmm. We're live right now. Can you see Emma?
Yeah, I'm looking here, but I promise I'm directing my attention towards you.
So I met. Can I just give her a rundown? Because you're about to get your ass kicked. So I met Pig Cake. I met Pig Cake at a convention in Ohio.
Tell her what it was.
What's that?
It was a convention for males who have a hard time getting it up.
Yes. It was a convention and dysfunction, erectile dysfunction, and I met this guy.
I said rectal, and I was like,
That too.
He has erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, it's hard.
But erectile. So I just learned I just learned from him that I was like, at one point in the conversation, I was like, fuck Trump, and then he's like, well, I agree with some, and I'm like, hey, I'm not smart enough. I don't know. I'm a Canadian boy, blah, blah, blah. But this guy's like a no bullshit, no nonsense guy.
Okay. I'll take that.
So I want you to tell me one thing that you think is good. What you said to me about, this whole presidential thing.
Is it Donald J. Trump? Donald J?
My girlfriend here defended for 4 minutes.
What? You can't leave me alone.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be right there.
I think he's gonna go for a little bit of a break.
No. I'm serious right now. I'm not fucking around.
Okay.
So, what do you think?
Well, what is it that you want me to? What is it that you want me to say? You can't just say that because I believe. Listen, we came to a nice little bit of a consensus here that I'm not necessarily, right or left. That I find myself agreeing with what makes sense. Certain things do make sense. Certain things don't make sense.
Makes sense.
Well, give me an example. Give me an example, and I'll give you something that I tend to align with. So,
Well, give me an example of one thing you think Trump has done well.
I can't. I really can't. I mean,
Okay.
okay. Well, give me an example of something you think that Trump has not done well.
Oh, come on, Pig Cage.
Do you think immigrants don't belong in America?
I wouldn't go as far as saying that. Definitely not. But no, that's just,
Okay.
yeah. But I think that's it's very easy to kind of have this perception that if you are right-leaning that you don't want immigration. Of course I want immigration. My parents are immigrants. I came from a long line of immigrants. It's not just that black and white issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, if you look at voting records, here's the thing: is that I believe there's a fundamental issue with a two-party system.
Yeah, of course.
Like that is 100% the issue.
Because it becomes
And I believe legal immigration should be open to all. Like America was like founded on the principles of like creating a better life, and if you reduce the amount of people and talent that can come into America, it doesn't abide by the promises that were set forth. However, because it is such a strict two-party, basically like voting system, all Republicans vote probably way righter than they would, and a lot of Democrats vote way lefter than they would. Like I'm probably like a semi-conservative Democrat, but like very, very like socially liberal.
Okay, that makes sense.
So my belief is that the issue with a two-party system and the fact that like the Republican base, would you argue that the Republican base doesn't feel that there shouldn't be immigrants in America?
Well,
like the majority of the Republican base?
Unfortunately, I do think that the majority of Republicans are retards. As I do that, I think that there's a lot of Democrats that are retards. There's retards on both sides. Now, I think that you're 100% right. What sucks is that in just a bipartisan system, it's only red or blue. There's not a lot of space for in the middle. So whenever you have somebody that, it's especially what's being presented, it's just this left or right issue. It's never presented as let's use logic.
100%. But here's the thing is that like, if you're looking at the next year when there's going to be an election, you can't not apply that logic because it is the way the system exists.
That's true.
Now.
Yeah, that's true. What would you have in terms of, because obviously right now it's going to be Trump versus like a Biden sort of election so far. What would you think would be the outcome of that, personally?
Here's my hope is that my hope, at least, of the like tragedy of this virus is that it opens up a good amount of Americans' eyes to the fact that Trump made very poor decisions that cost a lot of Americans their lives.
Okay.
And he was dishonest about things, and that my hope is that people see that most people in politics will be better than Trump. And listen, I thought, like, looking back on the Republican presidents that we've had, like, I would cut my right hand off to have George Bush as president right now.
Wow.
Like, that is how I feel.
Okay.
Like,
Fool me once.
I don't want to interrupt you, but yeah, it's kind of interesting because I've seen this. Yeah, that's the quote that I love. It's like, just forgets. But what's funny is that it's almost like a cycle, and we're repeating the same issues over and over and over again. And when it comes to Bush is also another one, because I remember there being an ardent hatred towards Bush, and look at what he did.
Every president's had their hatred, bro.
Yeah, but Bush especially.
Every president has had their hatred. However, Trump has set off a new threshold of when you put an honest bigot, an honest sexist, and by like I'm using honest in a weird term here, but like a true bigot and a true sexist and a true person who is only out for himself, you can see how bad it gets.
Okay.
And when you compare it to other historically bad Republicans or even bad Democrats, it is a much greener and sunnier side of the street.
Who would you consider to be a bad Democrat?
It's a good question. Here's the thing. It's really interesting because now in all of the light of the Me Too movement, like Bill Clinton's not looking so hot anymore.
Well,
and
he's also aged pretty bad.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, but here's the thing. But like he left the American economy and budget with a surplus, and like realistically, American voters are always going to vote with the economy, right? So that's part of it. But when you look at just the social aspect of it, like he's not looking great. So I think there's a lot to kind of rethink his presidency about. We're still on. I've taken over now. We're talking politics.
This what do we used to call it before? You used to have your little Alex Jones talking to the co-host here, that he would have his conspiratorial conversation on this particular podcast. Yeah. But this is now the political section.
The Q is going to take over, and we're going to be okay. The Q is going to take over, and we're going to be okay.
I'm sorry, you were breaking up.
Have you guys ever? It's okay. Have you guys ever watched Alex Jones' deposition on his Sandy Hook conspiracies?
Yeah, it was a little bit rough. It was definitely rough.
Oh, that was insane.
Hold on, I have a question for you.
Oh, she has a question.
I have a question for you. Was that a house phone?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Hold on now. Listen. I don't want to be this guy.
Okay.
But how can we take someone serious who still has a house phone, bro? It's connecting coaxial lines together through switches and boards. I don't know.
Listen, that is very fair. It's very fair. The only reprieve I have is it's not my house.
I was gonna say.
Okay. I think before you go, we should all say the Pledge of Allegiance, though. I think we should all pledge allegiance to the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands.
The republic for which it stands, one nation,
under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. USA, USA, USA. Hey, get that Canadian out here, bro.
I wanted to be relevant and wear the same tightness of shirt that Pig Cake wears.
What? I make the shirt tight. I make this tight. I'm doing push-ups.
So I'm gonna be honest, Pig Cake. I haven't been able to see you or your reaction in like
2 minutes.
In 2 minutes,
we're gonna sign up and back in very quickly.
Oh, hold on.
So we get your video back.
Hold on. I can still hear you.
Yeah, you could definitely still hear me. I think that's maybe I have to stream on.
It looks like a bunch of boomers just looking into it like an iPhone.
Right? It's like, what's going on? I don't know what's. There you go.
I just want to say this is the best Wednesday night chat I've had in fucking a week.
I agree. I was gonna say it helps that you haven't showered too. That adds to the.
I can't see you anymore.
You can't.
Can you see me?
I could see you here. Yeah, I don't know why you can't see me.
Is the light on your?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you guys. Oh, that's gross. Don't do that.
1 sec, guys.
You might have gotten Rona.
Honestly, this is hot. This is hot to watch. Like I would definitely. When I said 8 out of 10, I'm gonna change that. 10 out of 10. I would definitely watch them both procreate. Like 100%.
It's not a successful stream.
Now it's. Let's see if they could see me now. How about now?
No. It's weird.
Maybe it's better this way.
Maybe, yeah.
Thanks, Emma. Thanks for bringing some,
Yeah. You were, let me tell you, you were there, you really sold it as going to be an argument back and forth. But we had a very nice political discourse sharing certain opinions and stuff. So you made it seem like it was going to be the end of the planet here.
Because I don't know anything about this shit. So, like, all I know is my prime minister said moistly on the news.
Yeah. But it doesn't help that, or it does help that your prime minister is hot, really hot. And I would say if we're competing Trump and Trudeau, definitely I would throw it back for Trudeau, and Trump would probably have to take it from me. He would probably have to take it back. By the way, we can't see you either, so I don't know if that's...
Oh, really?
Yeah, you might have to set your camera. You might have to set your little camera as whichever camera you're aiming, because right now I think the camera's turned off. You're really showing your age here, though.
Well, why don't we get some voicemails, actually? Voicemails?
Well, I can hear you. Yeah, that's for sure. But but we do have a bunch of Instagram questions that we left. I don't know if you want to shill your Instagram to the 2 people watching.
There's 2 people watching?
No, it's not 2 people watching. That'd be pretty.
We're a successful podcast. Okay?
We do have some Instagram questions. Now, usually, I was going to tell you, when it comes to Instagram questions, what tends to happen is that they have the same fucking questions. So it's like, what's your favorite magic trick? What's your how do you do the ambitious card trick? What do you do for the ambitious card trick? You know, those are usually the magic oriented questions. I'm hoping that I could avoid those. So let me
Danny, do you want to try and call me?
We'll try one more time.
Yeah, call him, because this is now turned into a boomer segment here. We're trying to figure out, no, I think that you got to call him. So let me look for these. You sent them to me via messaging, right? Daniel?
Yeah, text message.
Yeah. Okay, so I have the questions here. Let's see if hopefully now we could get Eric back on here and actually see his lovely face. Okay. There you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Up on his
now we're back. Now we're back in business here, wearing that tight shirt. But you said that my shirt's tight. This shirt's reasonable. I would say the shirt's actually loose.
I think you got a reoccurring theme here about your shirts being way too tight. I don't know if it's the shirt's fault or it's your boob's fault, but you know.
I could do the titty dance. Look at this.
Oh.
Hold up, I could do it. I promise. I promise. Right there.
Oh, yeah.
Titty. My titty's dancing. I could do the. That's from pecs. That's from doing push-ups.
I can't see you. I wish I could.
I don't know why you can't see me. The camera's here, Eric. I'm looking right at you. All right, you and your infinite Canadian wisdom. I would do dirty things to you.
Hey, you know what's funny is that my friends would definitely make fun of me for being boomer.
Okay.
And able to cooperate in the group chat.
Okay, but you're not a boomer. No, boomer. Obviously, that's it. But what's
same age?
I know. So. Yeah, but I'm saying like you are like a not millennial. Gen Z, is that the one or what?
No, he's a
80s baby.
What's before?
You're born 81, right?
What's before millennial?
I was born 85.
85. Okay, so when I see your points here, Eric, one of your points and your fun conversational points is that it says is circumcised since 1981.
Yeah, I'm 81.
Okay. All right. That's the point here. I was just pointing it out. Just letting you know. Okay.
Hey, it's the truth. What do you want me to do?
Okay, that's good. So we have a couple Instagram questions here. I don't know if you want to go through these. I'm going to try to filter them myself because.
Don't filter. Just ask.
Okay, so we'll wonton these like it's some sort of gangbang. Here it says, "Are you planning on releasing a book and/or your own deck?"
You know what's interesting?
I think she's trying to call you.
I know, but hold
on. Oh yeah, that's a wonderful sound to hear.
You know what's interesting?
Yeah.
Your cameras are off.
My camera's on, man. Look at that green. You crackhead.
Okay.
With your crackhead magic. Let's see my producer. Fix this.
Do you know, I'm going to give you guys a story right now, which has never been publicly talked about, but is for real.
Okay. I'm excited.
So, before Chris Ramsey, again with the Chris Ramsey.
I know. Too much Canadians.
So much Canadian. So before Chris Ramsey quit Illusionist,
Ooh.
him and I were working on a project for my deck of cards. And my idea was, oh my God, look at this. My idea was...
Oh, yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, isn't that rough? I just wanted to fit in.
You could titty fuck somebody.
I could titty.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Me for sure. You could titty fuck me for sure. Guaranteed. Oh my God. Stop that. I'm getting hard.
So I'm getting my lovely assistant here to bring me some threads.
Okay. This is so hot. I would. Oh my goodness. I said earlier 8 out of 10. No. I would definitely.
Here's a story that's never been published, and it's so true.
Okay.
So before Chris Ramsey left Illusionist, I contacted him and I was like, bro, as if all these tricked out decks are the newest thing. People go fucking crazy over them, these designs, whatever. I'm like, I'd like to make a deck where it looks like your grandmother's deck. It looks like a deck you would find in your grandmother's they smell of mothballs, second drawer, all like worn down. And he's like, yeah, we should have like a weird design. I'm like, yeah, we should have like cats on him. He's like, yeah, it's great. So that Chris Ramsey got fired for, I don't know, or got in laughter. I don't know what the fucking story is. But that deck is now called Kittens by Daniel Madison.
By the Madison, yeah. Dude. That's hilarious.
That is my deck. And you have an exclusive here on me saying that. 100%. That is my deck. And when Chris Ramsey left Illusionist, they're like, this is never going to sell. So they wanted to attach a name to it that would actually sell. So Daniel Madison came on, and you can see his like regret in his like post that he never promoted it. He never like Daniel Madison Kittens, and I was like, motherfucker. So that's the question for that. That was the deck idea that I had.
Okay.
And now I'm at all juices.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you're full of a lot of juices here. I'm holding the Illusionist money. I know you can't see me, but I'm holding Illusionist money, so I'm kind of legally contractually obligated not to speak ill about Illusionist. I didn't sign a contract, but Brad told me that if I sucked it, I would. You know, it's legal.
An oral agreement.
Yeah.
He got some hair plugs, I heard.
He's so hot. I would throw it back to him. I don't even. You don't understand. When I was first. Just to tell you a story, Illusionist was kind of like one of the first things that I watched as a budding magical virgin, and I remember seeing him with the eyeliner in that ninja project.
Course.
Yeah, and he's like, all he said was like, and boom, that's how it's done. That was his line for everything. So he would just do something briefly and say, and boom, that's how it's done. And it's like the star wipe. I was so infatuated by that man. I would definitely throw it back. So I don't know if I told you that I met him. Right, I met the whole crew. They came down here to film a project, How to Read Minds project.
All right.
Yeah. So him, Peter Turner, and the whole crew, and they got me fucking hammered on.
That's what they do. That's how they get you, man.
Yeah. I threw it back for all of them, and it was, let me tell you, quite an experience. I've never been so gape. But the next question here is a book. I don't know if that's something also you're working on.
A book?
Yeah, it says, are you planning on releasing a book and or your own deck? So the book was part of that.
Fuck. Books are dead, man.
Yeah, I was going to say books are gay.
Books are dead, man. Come on.
But you see what I mean by terrible? Like, the next question here is, what's the oldest trick you own? Like, what's the oldest trick you own?
I own a magic kit from I'm going to say 1846.
Nice.
Okay.
I wish I was back home so I could show you guys. It's crazy, but it still has some good stuff in it. I bought it off a magician who died like this.
Thankfully.
And I have no idea, but it's my most. I think it's one of my. It's one of my most prized possessions. So I think it's 1846.
Man, those were good times. Those are good times. Women didn't vote. We still had the blacks, you know.
But oh my god.
I always try to push it. You know what it is?
You know what? Every time though, the thing is every time I hear a joke like that, it really gets to me because I have a black person in my family tree. he's still hanging out front. But it gets me
Yes.
every single time.
You know what it is? I have a former coworker that's recently started watching the stuff, and she told me, she's like, "Hey, why are you so? I didn't know that you were so racist in your show." I'm like, "No, it's a joke. They're jokes. I love blacks. I have a black father. I have, there are so many things that I have that are black. So I'm definitely not racist." When's the next time you're coming to Timmins, Ontario? Timmins is really a city in Ontario?
Timmins.
You guys have...
somebody's from Timmins?
We have, this guy, Nick Trudeau, whatever however you pronounce that, says, when's the next time you're coming to Timmins, Ontario? Ew.
I mean, if he wants to specify why he wants to know, I'll tell him. But, it's crazy with this whole crazy, pandemic thing. I don't even know. I've never had a worry of where my next paycheck was going to come, ever, in my life. Since I was, 16. And now with this weird shit, I'm like, I need to cancel this, $12 iTunes, 2 terabytes of storage thing. And I'm, looking at my bill for the first time in my life. So, listen, nobody knows when they're going to come back to Timmins, Nico. But
that's a fairly fucking
if you give me a little bit more information about who you are, where you're from, what school you go to, I'll be able to pinpoint.
You're not allowed near schools though. The next question is, after this thing is all over, can I meet with you and take a selfie?
No.
Okay. That's kind of creepy, right? That's those sort of questions whenever it's like, hey,
well, again, if you give context to it, if you're like, hey, I'm going to be in Ottawa on, September 17th, we're going to be at the museum. Can I have a selfie with you? I'd probably get in my car and drive and go take a selfie with you. But these people, the most common message I get every day is come to India. I have a lot of Indian fans.
Yeah.
By the way, is anybody East Indian out there? If yes, मैं बहुत अच्छे तरीके से हिंदी बोल सकता हूँ.
Okay, does that same?
That was for the Indians. But again,
that's down with Americans, I think is what I took from that. Okay.
You don't want to know what it means.
Okay.
If people would be a little bit more specific, I could answer more specifically.
Yeah, there's some weird. I get those all the time too. I get these weird DMs of people like, "Hey man, when you coming to I'm not going fucking anywhere. You need to be here, motherfucker. I'm not moving."
Yeah. But if they would message you and saying, "Hey, pig cake, I'm outside your house. Come out for a selfie," you wouldn't because it's creepy as shit.
Yeah, my address is nowhere on any record, so that'd be even worse. As a matter of fact,
your age either.
Yeah, that too. My name. There's a bunch of. There's a lot of stuff. I'm a very discreet guy, but honestly, I have the best security because there's always, regardless of any information on me, there's always an FBI van parked right outside my house. So my security is second to none. Why does Eric though look like he's consumed several soybean fields worth of fake milk?
What? Did you hear that question? Say it again.
Why does Eric look like he's consumed several soybean fields worth of fake milk?
I don't even know what to answer to that.
Yeah, that's aggressive.
That's weird.
Are you
talking about my complexion?
No, but here's the thing. You said, okay, so I want to rewind you back to when I said, listen, some of these questions are hot garbage. And then you said, no, all of them. All of them.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so you're answering it, man. Why do you look like you've consumed, I think he's calling you a soy boy.
Look, is it because I'm pale?
Yeah, but you're not pale. And this is what I was saying when you broke off there recently, which was the biggest heartbreak I've ever dealt with, was that in Magi Fest, right, it's rare to see attractive people. All right?
Right.
In conventions, especially magic conventions, I dare I say, it's rare to find attractive people. All right? Every time you see one and they stand out, you're like, you do something else that's not magic. Or there's something that's right with you that's wrong with everybody else. So dare I say, you're one of those. You're one of those.
Yeah, you're one of those too, Big Cake.
Is it the hair?
I think it's the general. I think it's just the general.
It's the attitude.
Yeah, but the general conversation, let's get back to musicians at conventions. They're just they just want to make me get away from any conversation I'm in. I want to get away.
What's your worst magic convention experience? Like the Holocaust of magic convention experiences for you. Like imagine, you're Poland. You're Poland and it's 1939. Like imagine what is the Germans coming in for you.
I've done a lot of magic conventions. The worst one.
She's like, nope, none of this. I want none of
She's
this.
like, I need my phone back.
Is this her phone?
Yeah, that's her phone. This is her phone.
And you're shaming me.
Who's Trevor? Who's Trevor? Who's Trevor? Who's Trevor?
Who's Trevor and why is he bigger than anybody? Why did you tell him that he's the biggest I've ever had?
My worst? Well, at Magi Fest, this is not my worst one, but I can't think of another one. So recently at the Magi Fest where we met, my buddy Eric Leclerc.
Was that an incantation or a name?
Hotel. So last year at Magi Fest, we stayed at a hotel that wasn't on the site, and it was the first time in my life that I did this, and it was horrible. We saw a man. We were walking back to our hotel. We had an 18-year-old magician with us from Canada. His mom had to sign papers to make sure it was okay for him to come. We're walking back to our hotel away from the convention site, and there's this guy in the lobby that's been stabbed. There's blood everywhere. Us poor Canadian boys are like, what the fuck? And this 18-year-old kid's like, what the fuck? My life is blown. And there's just blood everywhere. There's policemen there. I'm like, what's happening? And like, don't talk to them. So somebody got stabbed in our hotel. There was blood everywhere. We've never seen this. We're Canadian.
Was that in America?
Columbus.
It was in Ohio.
But that's why. Okay.
So that was definitely a shaker to see that. You hear it on the news. You see it on cops.
Yeah, but then you see a body there. And Columbus.
In Columbus.
This is my thing. No, sorry. No, I was going to say that Columbus is like, I don't understand. Well, first of all, it's probably there because I think Penguin's there.
Meth.
And meth is there, which is, yeah, that explains why you
you're saying because Penguin's there is there.
Well, there's a lot of factors as to why Columbus. Maybe it's cheap, right? Because it's fucking Columbus, Ohio.
Garbage.
11 people on a flight.
That convention's been there for the longest time. It's historical.
You know what? It's time to move on. All right, Columbus,
Miami's
Ohio.
Great.
All right.
Miami's great in the winter.
Yeah, we're fun here in the winter. Are you shilling?
So last time I went to Miami was about 10 years ago when I was working a cruise ship. There you go.
You had a nice little bit of I thought that there was going to be a continuation there. You sounded like a valley girl.
Emma's best friend just texted her. Oh, her dad just texted her. Should we see what he wrote?
Yeah, let's do it. That's a fun game.
Let me know when you and Eric are finished with radio.
Okay.
And then her best friend wrote, "Oh my God, are you watching this?" So I hope you're not talking about this.
Maybe. I feel like they might be. That's definitely an indicator that anything you've said about the person that's the owner of the house and his Wi-Fi internet and his indentured slaves, that might be on public file here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right.
So in that case, I guess 2 more questions and then we'll let you go. How's that?
Sure.
So I got to sift through the cream of the crop here. Let me tell you, this is like looking at well, it's hard. It's hard. I couldn't come up with a humorous metaphor in time here. Let's see. Greatest prank.
You're good at those.
I know, but I don't know. I'm out of my element. I'm not drinking. That's another one. I'm drinking water, Eric.
Why the hell aren't you guys drinking?
Well, funny enough, I don't know if you know this, but I've only started drinking a year, like 2 years ago.
Oh, cool, bro. Cool. You sound really fun at parties.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's the thing, Mr. Leclair.
Did you really start drinking 2 years ago?
Yeah, I only started drinking 2 years. I was straight edge. All right, and then I realized I wasted my time. Eric. It's so much funner.
Now, was this a religious thing or is it a parental thing? Or
that's racist for you to assume that it's because of my Arabic appearance that I wasn't drinking. Okay, all right, you fucking racist. I don't do Ramadan. All right.
Obviously, it's because of that, bro.
All right, listen, my people were, okay, I was going to make a terrible 9/11 joke, but I know, it was just a life choice. I just said, you know what, I'm not going to drink. It doesn't do anything. I'm not going to drink.
No, it wasn't a life choice.
How wasn't it a life choice? I'm telling you.
You were influenced by something around you in your life it wasn't like no teenagers like, I don't want to drink, and like nobody does that. Nobody. Does
I
that.
was.
Why? What happened? Who hurt you in high school?
Well, it wasn't hurt. It was more penetrated. But I mean, that's not something I'm gonna disclose here. But I was that guy. I didn't feel like drinking would add anything. And I think, you know, to give you an explanation.
That's why you found magic.
That's unfortunately to give you an explanation. My father is a San Negro, so he's a Muslim,
Egyptian.
and he doesn't drink. Yeah, so he doesn't drink. So maybe that genetically kind of crossed over with me somehow.
Right.
But in terms of my actual beliefs, I just didn't drink. It was a choice I made. I'm like, I'm not gonna drink. I'm gonna be that guy. And let me tell you, I was that guy in parties, Eric, that was like, this is lame. This is terrible. I don't like this. Until you start drinking, you realize, hey, this is a great time. Hey, what's going on here?
Yeah.
But speaking of crimes, it says, what's the greatest prank you've ever pulled?
You know, I don't know if this is you know, a lot of the pranks I pulled are on my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
I think we just did an amazing one with Chris Ramsey.
That was a good one.
In Vegas. That was good. But you know, it's funny somebody asked that because I have a great story about. So one of my best friends out of Magic, his name is Eric Vanier.
Oh.
And people are going to know him from the LeClair show, from the 365 Days of Magic.
Yeah, the name's familiar.
He was like my sidekick.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a magician. Like it or not, when you befriend a magician for 20 years, you're going to get to know some techniques or some you're going to be able to do a double lift after seeing this fucking guy do it in a bar and get girls to right? You're going to want to learn it, right? So anyway, so he started doing magic. He saw that in his social circle, it was working well. And then one night I introduced him to, why isn't this opening? I introduced him to flash paper.
Okay.
That was flash cotton. Moment of deceit. But
it's a sleight of tongue there.
A sleight of tongue. Anyways, so I introduced him to flash paper and I show him doesn't matter. It's not real fire. It's not gonna. You can burn something in your hand. It's fine. So we were at a club once. Him and I. He's doing magic at his work or his friends. And then I had these sheets of flash paper in my wallet. Okay, I had these little. I had this like this in my wallet. So
like all magicians.
All magicians, right? I was 20 years old, So at one point, I have a bunch of bills crumpled up in my hand. Okay, so I have a bunch of bills crumpled up in my hand, and he sees.
That's freedom money, by the way.
What's that?
That's freedom dollars in your hands.
It's the what?
It's freedom dollars.
Freedom dollars. Yes.
You're welcome.
I'm not used to this. All this money looks the same to me. So I had some money in my hand.
Okay, I'll let you go.
And I burned these girls in the club. I'm like, hey, girls, watch this. You want to see a magic trick? They're like, yeah. I burned the flash paper. Oh, money appear. And they're like, ah. I befriend them. We get drinks, whatever. And then Eric, who's never worked with flash paper in his life, he's like, yo, lend me some flash paper. I want to do it to some girls. And I was like, no, it's too expensive. He's like, how much is it? I'm like, I don't know. It's $13 for 4 Kleenex size. Come on, give some to me. I'm like, no, it's too expensive. Then he goes to the bathroom, and I get this. He's my best friend. I get this genius idea. I see a napkin on the bar. I take it. I one-ply it. So I take out all the plies. I rip it up, and I put it in my wallet.
You fuck.
If he asks me again, that's what I'm going to do. But when he comes out of the bathroom, I don't say anything. We're dancing with these girls yo, give me some flash paper. I want to do it. I'm like, fine. I open my wallet. I give him a piece of napkin.
Yeah,
so he has bills. He's knowledgeable. He knows all he has to do is this and this. That's it, right?
Yeah.
So he shows up to these girls. He's like, hey, girls, you guys want to see some magic? And the girls are like, oh, I guess. He goes. He burns the napkin. He burns the napkin. The shit goes so just he's like, yeah. The girl's like, that's not magic. And they just
I just want you to know you're a terrorist for that.
Oh, dude, it was so funny. Yo, you know what? As I have this bill here, so this is an interesting story. So I'm Canadian.
Of course.
For years, I read in magic catalogs about somebody taking a $1 bill, yes, okay, folding it and it changing it just into like this stupid shit you guys do, right?
Yeah.
But as a Canadian, we have plastic bills. So I've never been able to replicate this fucking weird thing ever in my life.
Yeah.
So I get here in the States filming the show Tricked, and I get these bills, and I do $100 bill switch like. That's my jam. In this little cocaine pocket here, this little cocaine pocket.
Yeah, everyone has one. Yeah.
It's for a thumb. It fit. Everything fits. It's perfect. It just
and a
fits
dime
right
bag.
there.
It's perfect for a dime bag and that. Yeah.
I get rid of it. It's what it's made for. So I've done $100 bill switch my whole life, and there's obviously people are not. This is what we talked about earlier about how people obviously aren't thinking you're doing real fucking magic.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
If you charm them, it'll be okay. But if you're like, watch as they turn your 5 into 100, you're like, whoa! Now I'll turn it back to a 5. Like, what the fuck? Right?
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah.
They know you're switching. But with this thing here, in the last 2 years, this is my go-to trick. Because you take this and you change it, you give it to them, and these people are looking at this bill for fucking 10 minutes, man. They're like this. They're trying different things. So this made Bill as a little Canadian boy. Hold on, let me change it back here. This little Canadian boy. There you go. So this little Canadian boy who's never had
American currency.
The opportunity to do this money. It's interesting because when I do it, I've been doing it for 25 years, and people are like, "Where's the 100?" But this one, stupid Trump follower Americans are like, they stay there and they look at the fibers of this bill for so long. So this has been my favorite bill, being a semi-American for the past 2.5 years.
Okay, I don't know where that came from.
Little tidbit.
Yeah, honestly, I've never been more bored in my life. But yeah, that's good. I mean, it's interesting that we have money that you can do tricks with, whereas in Canada, you guys have this like plastic, like cancer bills. Like, what do you?
Yeah.
Okay, let me paint you a scenario, right? You go to a strip club, you're there with your boys, you're giving money, you're giving like plastic bags, essentially, grocery bags to these strippers.
No, listen, the strip clubs don't work in Canada. The strip clubs don't work like they work here.
Okay, how elaborate?
Here, it's all about fucking the dollars and the where I'm from. When Maxim magazine makes a spread about strip clubs,
thank you.
My hometown is mentioned in the top 3.
Okay.
Where I'm from is you go, you watch the girls dance, and then if they come to you and they talk to you in your ear, like here, fine. But if you want anything, you go downstairs in a private little hut. I can't believe I'm talking about this.
But it's enlightening. It's history. It's a lesson.
It's $20 a song, and you can do whatever you want per song for $20.
Whatever you want.
You can do your taxes. You can talk about Donald Trump. Wow, that's a bargain over here. $300 right in front of your buddy.
The only thing. So and you're alone. It's like a champagne room, and you're like Chris Rock. Like there's no sex in the champagne room. Like all that bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
That's the bullshit. But where I'm
blacks,
from,
right?
It's $20. So a song. The only scam you have is that they cut down the songs from like 3 minutes to like 2.5 minutes, right?
Nice.
So when you're down there, you got to hurry up. You got to be like, hey, baby, boom!
It's a bit. Eric, I hope you get diabetes, honestly. Okay.
I'm sorry. This cost me $125.
What?
That was the greatest fucking thing in the world.
See? It just folds up really small. You see that?
Okay, and it also...
Boom! It's the best thing ever, man.
And if you have it in your crotch, it also doubles up as like a fluffer, because they see that, they're like, damn, Eric's really packing.
Again, we bring it back full circle with the fluffer.
Yeah, because that's, I think, one of the first conversations we had. It was circumcision, it was penis, and it was also taking dumps for some reason. We're talking about...
I love talking dumps, man.
Okay, so it's been 2 hours and 14 minutes. It's been quite an eloquent, very well, I would say, a very good interview.
Nobody's ever going to see this.
You're right, yeah. And if they do, I'm sure that they'll just definitely expedite any sort of litigation or process.
Well, we got to delete the stream now because they spoke ill of Donald Trump, man. We can't have it. We can't take that. Oh.
That's not magic.
That's I would have you committed to a penitentiary for that. That's fucking terrible. Here, use this as flash paper. You know, funny enough, just before anything, I remember seeing a video from like it was like a. I wish I could find it, man. It had to be something that I like pirated back in the day, but it was a weird dude that he was doing the floating rose.
Kevin James.
Yeah, but he was doing a floating rose. But here's the thing: obviously the rose is made out of flash paper because that's the way it works, right? It's flash paper. You light it, and then you produce the rose, and then it's like a whole like, oh, come and fuck me in my hotel room.
Right.
This person in this video, it's like this 80s video. It looked like it was a cheesy porno. This guy's doing the first bit where the ball is floating in between the girl's hand. Yeah, and then he lights that, but he's using a napkin. He's using an actual like a towel, like a paper towel. And I remember seeing this. I wish I could find it. I fucking wish I could find this because
Dude, send me that as soon as you find it.
I always try to look for these like old sort of bits that are forgotten in like public access TV, like these old. I love that shit. So this thing, I would probably kill a small baby just to find this footage again. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it just based on looking up like man uses real paper as flash paper. But that's been one of my holy grails. Eric Leclerc Flus. What do you have to shill, Eric?
What's that?
What do you have to shill? What do you have to show here to the
I have nothing to shill, man. Come see me on my YouTube channel and stay tuned for the Fool Us performance. And I can't believe we've been talking for 2 hours.
Yeah, we definitely have to make something together, man. Whether that's Sweet Love or a video or...
Maybe we'll make a new deck of cards.
We'll call them the pussies. Instead of the kittens, we'll call them the pussies.
Can we call... Yo, you should do a deck where it has a vulgar as fuck name, and that's the hook.
Well, I have an idea. I have an idea for a deck. It's actually called deck. You know, like when you fuck up on a text, you put an asterisk, right? Yeah. The deck idea that I have, it'll be called deck with an asterisk. Obviously, fixing the word dick and the premise of the deck. I don't want to say what it does, but there's
you can say it. Just say it. It's okay.
Well, there's a phallic element, and I want to make this deck, so I don't want to say anything about it. But it's a phallic element.
You think I'm going to steal your idea?
No, not you, Eric. All right, but I'm saying.
Well, maybe Daniel Madison will.
There are core agents that watch this that are working 24/7 to rob all our ideas. So I don't want to give them anything.
Can you guys give me some stats? Like, how many people did we have watched in this 2 hours?
51,000.
What was the max? I'm not entirely sure. I don't have access to those numbers. Maybe my producer.
51,000.
Huh?
51,000.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
That's
why are you laughing?
Those are almost vanishing ink numbers. Those are vanishing ink numbers. Wow, they had 30,000.
That's what we're going for right now.
They had 30,000 whole people.
Jeff McBride just texted me, and he's like, "Hey, you did really good. I'm really happy. You guys covered some good grounds there. So there we go."
Is that real?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
That's sexual. I would. Okay.
Yeah.
Eric, it was great talking to you, man. I hope that we could somehow do something together, and I hope that it not only would it involve genitalia and rubbing and friction, but I also hope that we can maybe make a video and somewhat butt our heads together.
Yeah. Would you? Who are you going to interview next week?
Not sure. I think it might be. We
might have Sleight of Tongue.
Sleight of Tongue. He's a YouTuber. He does like some news-based bits when it comes to Magic Beef. He was talking about this whole Magic Netflix. I think what's the Magic Flicks? That was a drama he was talking about. He was also talking about the Harrison Greenbaum Illusionist Beef. A criminally underrated channel. I think criminally underrated.
Fantastic work. Very smart dude. Good looking guy with a beard.
Yeah, some UK.
Harrison Greenbaum is the most consistent, funniest magician.
Mm-hmm.
He is a magician. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to air quotes.
That's offensive.
He's definitely the most consistent, funniest killer on stage.
Mm-hmm.
He's got it, man.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, his beef or the video was the whole controversy with the fuck you deck. and that was the interesting quarrel
Right.
that they had there. Which it's magic. They're all magicians. It's the most virgin argument.
Yeah.
You know, but I did this, but I did this, but I did this. That's what I dislike. But it was great to have you on. I hope we could work together. And I don't know if you have any parting words here.
Yeah, I just like to leave by saying it's been a
He hung up.
Yeah. He did a pig cake.
I hope he gets diabetes, honestly, just based on the manicness that he has here. Hold up, I saw a comment here which kind of upset me. So let me go here before we decide to end this here.
You want to do voicemail?
Do I want to do the voicemail?
Yeah. No.
I think we'll wait till next week for that. But hold up, me too. I thought Piggy was good at drinking. How long have I been asleep? Hold up, Ohio's hot garbage. I remember talking about this. There was something else here that was rough. I think I might have passed it. You know, I don't think I'm ever gonna find it. But that was definitely interesting.
Yeah.
Eric's just in terms of meeting him, and I genuinely mean that his energy is infectious.
Yeah.
And when I met him in Magi Fest, I'm kind of upset that I didn't. You know, that's the first interaction I ever had with him, because I feel like just as a person, I think we meshed well together. And that was also a great compliment to me with Eric Ross.
Yeah.
Right. That you know, what's your favorite part of the convention? Pig cake. Pig cake's
I think what I heard really happened was Pig Cake CEO.
Oh, okay.
And then, you know, I'm like, yeah, you know, do your thing, Pig Cake, do your thing.
Somebody's asking for your papers.
Yes, I will provide my papers. Any parting words?
So we have a show coming up, I believe, Saturday with Sleight of Tongue. Sleight of Tongue is gonna join us. Did he confirm?
Yes, I gotta be. Yeah, we're almost. I'm like 80% sure it's gonna happen.
Okay, all right, that's good enough for me. But we have, I think that moving forward, we are going to have these interview-based shows, and we're going to see if we can get people from the Magic community. Unfortunately, Xavier Spade was a pilot because our production was kind of rough when it came to X, but hopefully now we could actually...
We stepped it up. We are now professionals.
Get more people. Although I do feel like the Skype issues in the beginning were, I think it was his, because he didn't see us here, and
I think he was punking us.
There was a thing there.
I think it was punkiness.
So hopefully, we'll do that. But we're gonna get Sleight of Tongue because he's an interesting guy. We'll see.
Yes, Dan is an amazing dude.
But that's I think that's the show. We had a good one here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. As usual, you should check out hamradio.show. If you could go and actually go to the website just to make sure. We have all the episodes that we place on hamradio.show. We have all the episodes, all the backlog of the actual previous ones. Go to episodes. We have audio versions of them. So if you guys don't want to watch it on YouTube and you want to hear an audio version, you can see all of them are there. All of them are backlogged up to the most recent one, which was, I believe, the Xavier Spade interview. So you could watch it or listen, and there's many different avenues of that. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this particular stream. We're going to be back, I believe, on Saturday.
That's the plan. Yeah.
So on Instagram, we'll be putting when we're going to be actually going live, because there is a time difference. So that's going to be something we're going to have to get past. But other than that, thank you guys for joining.
Follow us on social media for sure.
Yeah.
On Instagram,
yeah.
We're going to be posting up some questions you might want to ask Sleight of Tongue on there.
I think that's given when I said that we're going to be on social.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Also, if you guys have any suggestions who you would like Mr. Pig Cake to interview, make him our way. He's a fantastic interviewer. I'm an even better producer, but whatever, it's not. It goes without saying.
Oh, fuck! I almost passed out. So thank you guys, and stay safe.
If you just blink twice, and I will. But now, are you blinking now?
Yeah,
or are you
yeah.
blinking because you want me to shut off?
Yeah.